to sit out front of the house?
I take my mom to the airport at 7 a.m.
Okay, so don't get too crazy.
You do?
Yeah. It's not the 3 a.m. shit that you guys had to fucking
Oh
do.
my! I was telling him about that because we went to the gas station for me and Seth to sleep that night.
Yeah, because the sod blew up.
It was the same night?
Yeah, that's because the saw blew up.
Oh.
On the way
They
back.
couldn't get anybody to answer because it was like 4 in the morning on a snowy Sunday.
Yeah, I'm my drunk ass. It's like, I need to go to the airport. I can't miss my flight. I'm fucking hammered.
You were unable to like fucking walk basically when we were like packing your shit up. It was like.
My dad was too fucked up for someone who had to be on an early flight.
As soon as you got to the airport though, like you had like kind of popped out of it.
Yeah, but I also like, I took a little nap. I went down to the airport.
Yeah, there was so much snow that night too. It was pretty wild.
That's fucking great, dude.
I still can't believe how much more power that fucking car made after the new motor. Like, there was definitely something broken with it and wrong.
Yeah.
Because the piston side, so it blew up on the right side, or the left side pistons, but the right side had no compression. Because I checked the right side, it's really easy to check the right side compression, and those are the two that I checked, and they had no compression on those two, but those pistons were solid and intact.
Huh.
Yeah, so like,
You send shit to the valves?
Oh.
I don't know. Like, again, like, I think that it just had no compression on the one bank before it blew up. I don't know.
I don't know, I was too drunk.
Well, yeah, you didn't hear it blow up, so.
I was sleeping at the terminal, bro.
That's so funny, though. Oh, shit, it's 12:30. I have to be at the airport in 3 hours.
And I need to pack.
Yeah, you hadn't packed. It's Saturday night. We're at the bars, drinking.
I didn't pack either.
No, we didn't pack you.
Oh boy.
You want to put your mics down, boys?
I must.
And Saturday is coming, so make sure to.
God damn it, really? Alright.
So excited.
Ow. Weak.
Yeah, that was a wild night. We blew up the fucking fog lamps in my Subaru because it was so slushy here. You remember, like how slushy it was?
Yep. Yeah, it was not great weather.
No, I'm surprised I actually like. It wasn't as bad in Denver. It was worse here that night,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is pretty rare.
I
But
don't know, but sure.
Did you blow the whole lens right off?
yeah, it blew the lenses out, like because they're glass on those. I mean, if they were plastic, it would have blown them out too. Because we were mobbing down college, like fucking like there's like 2 feet of fucking slush. It was deep as fuck.
It was pretty.
Because it was like, you know, that mid-October snow, so it was just fucking like
Super
kind of
fucking wet.
before you got here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those rare moments where like we had more snow here than they had in Denver, so it wasn't bad in Denver. Doing about 15 down in Pena.
It wasn't that bad inside the airport either. Snow-wise, it's pretty good.
I hope not. I mean, it is a canvas top, so.
I'll say it's a fucking tent.
Yeah. It's also thick as fuck. I don't know if you've ever seen like that. It's like this thick.
I mean, I've seen it,
Okay,
but it's always like fucking 100 feet above me.
Yeah, that shit's like this thick of canvas. It's fucking crazy.
Well,
On what?
On DIA.
yeah.
It's canvas top.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's gotta be pretty thick.
I think it's multiple layers, isn't it?
It might be. I just know that it's canvas, and I've seen it like it's like 2 or 3 inches thick. It's a weird design. DIA is a fucking weirdo design.
Yeah. I don't know what their goal with that was. What they want to make it look like. But
Oh, make it look like the mountains.
It also allows more heat to transfer through it from the outside.
it's 3 inches
does more than a building.
Yeah.
So when it's sunny outside, it allows more transfer of heat through it. That's kind of the idea. And it gets more light in the
You
scenario
get
too.
more, get more surface area, you get more heat retention.
Okay, there, guys. Waving hand medium light skin.
Oh,
What's
hey.
up, Hannah?
Hi, Hannah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
So yeah, it's mostly a light thing. It's like having like those clear panels like in a metal building on the top. It's mostly for light. It's really. This is pretty good.
Laura from Silver Mine.
Oh my God! Shut up. I thought you were gonna be here, Miss V. Well, I'm guessing you guys were pretty saucy last night. I determined that you and Wingate are perfect for one another because you're both messy.
That's pretty good. What is that?
Peppermint.
Or evergreen.
Screaming.
It's evergreen.
Evergreen.
Or
Is that their regular line or is it?
I have no idea. I just bought something. Again, we haven't smoked it in fucking 2 months. Laura from Silver Mine. It was so funny last night when we tried to prank V's sister. When he just starts talking, like as we're
At like 1:30.
and he goes,
Soft Hollies.
"Hello, Alyssa." So we're trying to prank her like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning because they pranked us when we were coming back. And so we call it, and like literally as I did it, Wingate's like, "Fucking bagel, fucking slut, bitch." Like, and I was just like, "God damn it!" Like I can't even like talk at this point. It's so fucking funny. Fucking bagel slut.
That's pretty funny.
It was pretty ridiculous. Last night was a fun night.
Hero.
Yesterday was a fun day.
Romeo, yeah, you choked face with tears of joy.
Yeah, I choked because your fucking boyfriend fucked it up. Lady. Person that got herself all wet with the bidet. That doesn't sound quite.
That's so funny. How does that work? Really, it's not a drinking fountain. I'll tell you that. Wait, I guess it could be.
I mean, it sprays pretty out if you were prepared for it, and it goes into the shower, so it's not that big of a deal. Except for that she was in the way the first time, so
Yeah.
there's water everywhere. I look like a homeless gnome.
LMAO, yeah, he did.
Inside, but it's funny because you're inside a home.
Just saying, I look like a homeless gnome. Were you talking to Evan?
Talking to you, I think.
I'm pretty sure she's talking about me. It's fine.
Yeah. You give off movie vibes.
I'm not even badly shaven or anything right now. It's a little rough, but
It's
it's
the
great.
beanie.
Yeah. The fucking. Too bad it's not bright. I have a pink one.
Dick, you are not in the frame.
I'm not in the frame? Oh,
Kind of.
in the frame.
He's definitely not framed now.
Oh, I'll move.
I didn't think it would squirt sideways. Don't those things squirt up? No. Definitely you.
Don't those things squirt up? Well, not if the fucking sprayer's at the back of the toilet.
Why would it spray sideways when it's meant to clean your ass?
Well, not at an angle, because it's got to from where it's at, where it's mounted. It's gotta spray at an angle, what?
It's still up though.
Yeah, but straight. It's not straight up.
It's close. It's only fucking probably 10 degrees.
Yeah, but a foot away, that makes a big difference between straight up and 10 degrees.
What are you watching? It's also loud as fuck. Here, is this better for a gnome, red hat gnome scenario? Kind of. It is a tank cleaner, that's for sure. I will not own one now.
That was dope. We didn't try to do that.
You never try to plug a bottle cap?
No, I didn't try to get it on the table. I just.
Oh, well, so you just suck putting it in your own hand then. Huh?
Knock it
10, 15 degrees. It doesn't need to be that much.
It goes into the shower?
It does go, it sprays in the shower. But again, it's from the back, so it's got to spray forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's got to be at an angle. Straight up would just like hit the toilet seat or
well,
just get you back.
yeah, or you would just go, if it was where it's at, if you wanted to clean your asshole, it would have to come out and then up. If you wanted to just
Right, I'd have to have a little fucking arm that came out and then.
Because otherwise you're just shitting on a fucking arm.
Just blowing little shit chunks right back into your butthole.
I do talk shit.
Who's Lynette?
That's her sister. Fluorescent homeless gnome. I mean, it says strip club veteran on it, so it's kind of like the veteran like homeless scenario.
Where'd you get that?
I bought it online. It was a direct purchase.
The internet, dude. We get everything.
It's from Two Chainz shop.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted the T-shirt, but they didn't have any T-shirts.
Oh God.
I haven't. I'm gonna let my keyboard dry out for a couple days, but he may owe me a keyboard.
Oh, dick.
Well, Avery said he's got a spare, right?
Well, this
He's
is my
got a
spare,
spare, but the
not-
910's a nice keyboard.
Yeah, it's like a $150 keyboard. I was thinking about upgrading anyways, but you know, maybe we'll just cut the difference out of the deal. Fucking love Two Chainz. Two Chainz is the shit. Well, I got to see him live. He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Because he had broke his leg. That was at the Ogden. We're upstairs. He's high and drunk as fuck. It was so fun. And we lost Avery to the gay bar.
Nice. Oh, hello.
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong, the gay bar's pretty fun. Apparently, so do you.
Yeah, I heard about your stories, V. No, it's not.
Maybe from the shocker. Oh.
I was just thirsty.
Allegedly.
Just turn the knob.
Didn't even like have the thought to maybe stand to the side. I've done that while I was in your bathroom. I haven't used it, but I wanted to like just see the water pressure. It's like I don't want to get the skin ripped off my butthole.
Yeah, it would take way more pressure.
So, but I stood to the side and let it do its thing. I didn't like, what is this?
The first time that I did it, I also got like, all over like my face. It was like, see, I was trying to do the cleaning side of it, and I turned it the wrong way. So I just clear it out, and I was just standing there. It was like, fuck. So like I get it, I understand if you don't like know what it is. Like it's possible to like make a mess.
Was that tapped into the hot water feed or?
It has both. So it's I bought the
Ice
premium
cold.
one.
Ice cold water
It's not that cold actually.
on your butthole. Ice cold water.
You'd be surprised at how not sensitive that area is.
Oh no.
The fuck?
We've got a limb.
Alright, hold on. This shit, man. Fuck happened?
It just got bumped or something probably. But if you let it if you do like the cleaning side of it, with the water temp would get into it, you can use the hot water. It's not useful. Like if I bought one again, I wouldn't buy the one that taps into hot water. Because like that hose running across is fucking dumb. That shit. Like the cold side just goes in the bottom of the tank for the toilet.
Well, the amount of water that you use is probably only.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's less than what was in the line, right?
Yeah. So like it just, and the thing is too, it takes a little bit of time for it to get from the hot water heater to that anyway. So the way if you really want to like have hot water to deal is like turn the sink on for like a half a second and then warm it out.
I think someone likes their team tickle. Just saying, woman shrugging.
Who doesn't like their taint tickled is a better question. Right?
Right.
We all like a taint tickle. Just as long as it's not butt stuff for this guy.
Not a tentacle, a taint tickle.
But yeah, after I got that one, because I had lived next door with the one for years and never used it. I was like, that's whatever. Now that I have it, I'm like, I bought it during like the toilet paper shortage of 2020.
Well, that one also. I mean, Scott's also has a heated seat too, which is kind of nice.
It is pretty nice. It heats the water internally too.
Heats it internally. It's got a heated cushioned seat. Pretty nice. It's upstairs. If you want to try it out.
It's not plugged in.
What?
Yeah.
That being just right looking and medium lights into a woman.
Then why the fuck is it on the toilet?
Because he put it on the toilet, but then he never wired. Because there's no plugs in that bathroom upstairs. There's only the one plug, and he has to wire a plug for it.
Extension cords exist.
Yeah, but when Andy was here first, and plug in all sorts of like toothbrushes and shit, they just didn't have the deal. This house is designed very dumb, if you recall.
Yeah, I missed that though.
Miss what?
The bookshelf.
Right.
Where they fucked up taking it out.
I can't. Yeah. It would have been a sweet desk because you never got to see what it was before. It's like this is like a whole like bookshelf scenario. It had like this section was open and it had like where you could sit like a chair in the middle. So what I wanted them to do is to take out these shelves on the sides, and then the shelves on the bottom, mount it.
It would need to be angled the opposite way for the beam.
Have a front mount.
But so it's going to be mounted up. Well, they cut out the bottom first, and then they cut out the top. When they cut the bottom first, it's actually the right way to do that because then it's still level with the top.
Yep.
So then they just put structure underneath to hold it up. Well, then they didn't put any structure on the bottom, so when they cut the top off, it fucking came down and ripped the fucking thing off.
Nice.
So
those pieces that come down, are they cut flush or are they like that? Always?
they're cut flush because there was shelves all the way to the side, and then there was one solid, and it was actually like pretty cool. Like I was trying to have it so that like when Seth was here, it was me and Seth had our computers right here together, but then obviously that never happened because you idiots do it.
Sorry, what?
Do you need to use it today or what? I can't believe you haven't tried it as many times as you've been like hammering it over here.
Most of the time I just pee in there though, and it's not the time to use it. I don't have to watch anything else.
What?
Most of the time I just pee.
Yeah. So? I'm sure you're taking a shit here.
A few.
Yeah. At least I buy good toilet paper. I had to use like single ply for the first time like a couple months ago, or like a couple weeks ago at the shop, and I was like, fuck this.
You just take that thing, cut it in half, boom.
What? Oh, the toilet paper roll?
Paper towels. Cut it in half.
No, you don't.
Yep.
You don't use
Same
toilet
thing.
paper like that because it clogs your shit.
So.
You just like have it in a messy house or what?
Oh, your toilet. What?
Oh boy.
I think they make one that sprays from the front as well. Just not the cheap ones.
I thought Scott's did that.
No, but it has the arm that comes out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of does the fun.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
I wanted to.
It's a little ball jiggle.
Yeah. You're in there, fucking. What? Do you only wash half the underside of your car at a time?
No, but
Exactly. You
when
do it
I
all.
when I take a shit, I don't get it on my balls.
Well, that's your problem.
No, that sounds like a you problem.
You might need to get that looked at.
They hang back real low.
The camera to your right. No facing.
What? It's an audio thing, anyways. I didn't know you needed to see my face.
There you go.
Try that. Sorry, I've been leaning back. I'm leaning, doing the lean. This peach fucking Smirnoff is gross. I don't like it. I see you drink your orange pretty quickly there.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
The grape ones are good. Peach and just the drink does not work for me. I don't think.
Where'd mine go? Oh no, there it is.
That one's good too. I like the lime. Or the
Green apples?
Green apples. I'm an idiot. My brain's been toast all day. Oh, do you remember when we did this last night? No. Oh wait, yeah, I totally do.
Yeah, remember when we went to this bar last night and we had food? No, we didn't do that. Oh wait, yeah, we did.
Yeah, giving the waitress so much shit. I like that bar a bunch. It's such a fun bar.
It was fun.
Which bar? The one across from Comedy Mart?
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called. Some Irish pub scenario.
Something with an S, right?
Real life Patrick and 2 imposter Harry Potters.
The peach saison we had. I don't know if did I have that. I don't think I had that one.
That might be my costume now. I don't have to do anything. Just put a fucking lightning bolt right here. Boom.
I wish my dad didn't throw away my yearbooks because my junior year picture for the yearbook, I look like fucking Harry Potter, straight up. I had round like black glasses, the whole deal. It was also like right when it was coming out too, so it was working out for me.
No, it was a few weeks ago.
Shower one for the ladies.
Asterisk onto.
I think for that we just make a full body bidet and say fuck it, cold shower.
No, you take a shower like you have, but you access the plumbing for the drain and just put a motor on it.
What?
So you can just run water into the drain and fucking kick that sucker on and just shoot straight back up while you're standing over it.
No, thank you. I want drain water up my butthole.
I guess probably like a second drain. But
So Eric bought a.
it's not supposed to go in your butt.
Yeah, but it's around that area.
It's fine. So it's poop.
Yeah, but you use clean water to clean it, not dirty water that you've showered in.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it might have soap in it.
I mean, I'll try anything except for stuff that's dairy.
Yeah, they have a full body bidet.
Hashtag butt chug.
There was something last night at the comedy show where they said butt chug and we all looked at each other and like.
Oh, we laughed so hard. Everybody else was like, there's something going on there that we obviously don't know about.
Oh man.
But Eric bought this bidet. It's like a wand bidet. So you hook up to the sink and then you do it. And I'm like, how much was it? He's like, it's $45. Like, you should just. Yeah. Yeah. I was reading a story on like Reddit a little while back, and it was about this. It was like this today I fucked up scenario. It was about this girl that had like never used the shower to like get off, and it had the thing, and she did it and like got off and like fell over. Like it was like a good orgasm scenario. Fell over and like ripped her like head open and shit. So like then her dad found her like butt naked bleeding.
Oh my god.
Like knocked her out. I was like, for one, she was like 25 or something. Like when this happened, I was like, how would you never try this like in your teenager years? Like you just never, because like
People are sheltered there.
I guess it's true because like spent some time in the bathtub as a teenager doing some weird shit. Because everybody, it's just that growing up scenario.
That experience. Not experience. Experimental. Yeah. I wonder what this does.
But it would be hands-free feature installed now.
What are you gonna?
I mean, hands-free would be pretty good in this scenario. Like, if I could get off hands-free, that'd be great.
Yeah, well,
You can. Actually.
I know you can, but like by yourself, like that thing. Without having to like buy a bunch of dumb bullshit.
I wish I could just do it on command.
There was this, I was like...
Think about it.
No, I don't want that at all. That sounds terrible. That's like
That's what you were just talking about.
No! Like, again, like the hands-free, again, it's like a bidet scenario, but like you can like get off with it. I guess it is dumb bullshit now that I think about it.
It is.
I was like scrolling through Facebook, and on like one of like the generous pages or whatever, like they had like an interview with like Abella Danger, or no, it was Kim Granger, where they were like demoing it was with 2 Chainz actually. It was 2 Chainz, and he was like and like they were talking to Kitty Granger, and that she had like done like this like digital wireless like sex toys, but they could connect to somebody else.
Oh boy.
So like yeah, as like they moved them, like it would move yours or vice versa. It was like kind of interesting. Very expensive. It was like 15 G's. I was like, ugh.
Just have sex with the person.
Yeah, but again, if your partner is across the country and you have like a long distance relationship kind of scenario.
That's one way to do it.
What?
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, it's like that pillow that like lights up if the other person's like laying on their pillow. Have you seen those?
Yeah, they have like the rings you can get as a couple where you can feel each other's heart sweet.
Heart sweet? Heart sweet?
Heartbeats? Heart sweets?
I don't know, I just...
Heartbeats by Dre.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that one's a little...
As far as the hands free, you get the detachable shower head and you just fucking lay it on the floor of the shower and stand over it.
Doing a squat.
Unless you're like us.
Depends on your water pressure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem here. The water pressure's good here.
Yeah,
So
so you just full stand. It's a
well,
little
apparently V found that out with the bidet. Cause it's
You just have a little bidet on the bottom of the shower.
you just gotta turn around. That's all you gotta do. Just turn around, girls. Like,
Yeah.
Or you design
just
your...
sit on the toilet backwards.
Get reverse cowgirl fucking toilet
Yeah.
seat.
That'll work. You don't need to do anything weird.
I mean, you have to
Wait, he'll be over here in half an hour.
You have to take your pants all the way off.
Demos for
It's
all
kind of
sex
weird for
toys moving
toilet
forward.
sitting.
Interpretive demos for all sex toys moving forward.
Jack, you have to do the intros though.
I want to do something. Maybe not. Never mind.
I want to do something, just not that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll try that.
Maybe on the green screen now.
Is it
do.
set up?
Yeah.
Is it?
Deal. Where do I sign?
You already
You've
did.
already signed, you just did. Electronic signature.
Verbal agreement. It's actually in writing too, because it's gonna be on the internet forever. Because his name is actually his name on YouTube, which is funky. Who does that?
Mine was that for a while until I changed it to Makaton.
Where'd that come from?
What?
Your name.
Which one? My real name? Or?
Oh, your gamer name.
Mokatang?
It's technically his real
Charlie,
name.
actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what we were doing when he started calling me a moke, and then he said Mokatang. I was like, I actually kind of like the sound of that, like a gamer tag. It's kind of dope. So that's why I'm just.
That worked out.
So I kind of like that actually. I wish I would have spelled it different, but too late now. It's on my hat. So.
Yeah, he made a hat and everything. I need to get on.
You just
on
have to
this train.
rebrand.
Yeah, I wish I would have done a MOKA instead of CHA.
That would make more sense. But it's kind of like your coffee colored.
How do you know I'm not a Jack imposter? Jack could be dead in my basement. His basement. Point is here. SUS.
Yeah,
No.
no, yeah, it's definitely Jack.
Yeah, you talk a certain way even while typing.
He puts all the punctuations so you can hear his inflection in his
Yeah.
voice.
it's like you never like type anything that you wouldn't say.
Except for the random comma between I'm and not. That doesn't belong there.
No, I'm not a Jack imposter.
Yeah, that's not how English works.
He talks kind of like that.
Or is there? How do you know I'm not a Jack imposter? Why is
Yeah.
there a fucking pause there?
It's the pause to say that it is him.
How do you know I'm not a Jack imposter? I guess that way.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I don't think a comma's the right thing for that.
Should be a semicolon or what? Like how else are you gonna like put that pause in there? That's what that's for.
The fucking ellipses like he did everywhere else.
I mean, you could, but I think the comma works better than grammarly wise.
Grammatically.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah, that one. That's the
That word right there, that's what I was looking for. Sorry again, my brain is toast.
Yeah, see ellipses. I want to meet the person who named things. Why is that ellipses?
I'm sure there's an origin story behind that we can find. We do have things like called the internet.
I called that the internet.
But you wouldn't meet the person that actually did it without like going back in time.
I don't want to meet them. I just want to like.
But you said you want to meet the person that names things.
I would like to. It'd be nice to just know who they are. Like, I'd just be okay with a little biography.
Here, pass that one back over there and take this one. It's kind of ripped my face off.
Okay.
Give me the changes real quick.
Okay. Cross streams.
We got plenty of hose.
Plenty of
Plenty of
length to play with. Oh, you fucked up.
That almost tastes like Coke gummies.
Kinda, yeah. Which is a weird thing to like know what it tastes like, to be honest. Because I haven't thought of Coke gummies in. Those things are disgusting. But the root beer ones are like the rubber candies. Ugh.
Like
Gross.
little barrels, the hard
Yeah, I don't
candies?
like them.
No?
Do you like them?
I like one every now, like 2 a year, maybe.
Yeah. The first one, you're like, oh, these are so good, and you have the second one, you're like, yeah.
This is fucking
good.
garbage, man.
I'm good.
It's just that one, like, every now and then, oh, these are great. As long as you have one.
I don't know. Like I like a little bit of candy these days, but I've definitely like backed way the fuck off.
Mm.
But
Says the guy who sat here with me like 3 weeks ago and downed $60 worth of junk food from 7-Eleven.
yeah,
Including
you're
candy.
hammered.
Fucking cookies and
I also felt terrible.
Snickers and Reese's.
Winking face.
So he just explained it for you.
A thing again. Oh, a he word. Huh?
The word. He just missed a T.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's originated from ancient Greek. What does that say? Oh, it's not English.
Yeah, it's
It's
in Greek.
This is meaning leave out.
What kind of English word is that?
Interesting. Looks like text from Lord of the Rings or something.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like what that took place in Greece? Is that what you're saying? I'm just dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it didn't take place in anywhere. It was fucking, made up. He actually made his own language for that show, which is crazy to me. J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien. Yeah, he made like his own language and everything for that shit, which is fucking wild.
So wild.
What does this red dot up here say? Notifications blocked. Okay, that's fine. I just feel like red dots are like green dots or notifications.
I know, dude.
And I was like, someone handed me their phone like a little while back, and they had just left all their emails, and it was like fucking
6,000
Yeah,
emails.
like-
Yeah. Like, dude.
no.
There's like in Call of Duty. I can't have it.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Well, it sucks because
I watch like streamers occasionally, and they have it up. I'm like,
yeah, I saw Nick Merckx the other day, and his is plastered full of green dot. Like every fucking thing has a green dot.
yeah, everything.
Yeah, I can't do that. Well, and then what sounds like the Cali sticks. I have camos unlocked for it.
But you don't have the calorie sticks themselves.
Right, so there's just a green dot there until I unlock the Cali sticks.
You just hit the clear all new indicators
It's a fucking button?
on the bottom. Yeah.
Oh my god. You gotta be shitting me, dude.
Yeah, when you're in like.
Has that always been there?
They put it in there since season 2.
So yeah?
Like pretty much.
Fuck, man. I always go through and try to find out what I unlocked. It's usually from some stupid gulag weapon I'm never gonna use.
You don't remember me raving about that shit when they put that patch out? Yeah, apparently not. That's funny though.
We know what you'll be doing tonight.
Just hit the button.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my computer on just to clear it and log off.
Yeah, if you're gonna take your mom to the airport at 7.
It's okay, so I'm gonna drink till like 5. And then you can take my mom to the airport.
Does you have to be there at 7?
Yeah. No, we have to leave here.
Leave at 7.
That's not that bad.
Not Jack.
I gotta leave my house around. Jesus. See, well, whatever.
I guess Sarah just left now. It's fine. It's fine. Sounds like you're like pushing it out, like you're like.
It's stuck. I can feel it. But I also don't want to like throw up.
So when you just eat like too much, you go,
Yeah, you can just feel it in there. Just, oh god.
It was like when we went to lunch today after breakfast, about an hour after we had breakfast, eating chips and salsa. I'm like, oh man, I'm really not hungry, but the chips taste good.
I was surprised you ordered 2 tacos and not just one like I did.
Yeah, it was cheaper to buy 2 than 1.
Yeah, but it's. I actually ate the shit out of mine, so apparently I was more hungry than I thought I was when I got to lunch too.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I ate all my breakfast.
Yeah,
I
you
had,
guys will have to go to Rise. It was good.
I had an energy drink for breakfast.
Delicious.
I didn't have a lunch. I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I got home.
So you needed this food.
Yeah, but after like the 3 beers I've drank, I'm feeling pretty good still after the wings.
That's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Pass this on. Pass it on. Pass it on. I'm gonna finish off this fucking peach bullshit.
You put a little crown in there, probably tastes better.
Ooh, do it.
I think the crown that we have is the one with apple.
It is. Put Malibu in there.
No, I'm just gonna finish it.
Coconut peach is
Put
probably
a little
worse.
peach shine in there. Zip it up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that actually is not. I mean, I like real peach flavor. I like. I just don't like fake peach flavor. It's just not my jam.
It's trying to be artificial.
Is that like peach ring flavor?
It's not my jam as I fucking chug it.
Well, I said I was gonna finish it. There was only like this much left.
Yeah.
You down like half the bottle of screwdriver as we started.
This is definitely more than half. That's why I like these, so I can just fucking down them. Uh-oh.
I haven't had a fucking ice in years.
We drink
You drink a
once
fair
a
amount
month.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hopped on the Toot Fruity boot train. It's not how
I
that
just like
train's
having
supposed-
weird shit just because like
We have your normal-
everyone's always made fun of them our entire lives. So like, and I'm like, they're never that bad. So why not just?
No, it's just more like the stigma people put around it.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking drinking Mike Hard Lemonade.
I've never had this though. Mike's. Every time I bought Mike's for like parties back in the day, it was gone first.
Yep.
No matter how much I bought, I could buy like
It's easy to drink.
yeah,
Just like these. They're super fucking easy to just chug. You can down them
Brooklyn
super fast.
Bel Air sour.
This
It was
6-pack
cheap,
was
too.
$9.
Yeah.
Where's the Bellers? Brooklyn Brewing?
Brooklyn Brewing, yeah.
Where's that?
Probably not Brooklyn.
Nope, it is.
Really?
Brooklyn, New York?
Brooklyn, New York, yeah.
Sure.
79 North 11th Street, Brooklyn, New York.
Should go there.
While in New York City, please plan to visit the Brooklyn Brewery and the company store.
Sorry, what?
It says visit their store.
Yeah, be right there.
Party tartly.
Is that what it says?
Mhm.
Tardy party.
Want to pass me one?
Sure.
Hopefully it's more tart than the
You want to shake it or not shake it?
Mash Labs not sour beer.
You want it not shake it? Alright, suit yourself.
Well, we didn't hear no backlash from Han on that one yet, so maybe she's not watching anymore.
Oh, she's typing something really long.
Super long. Dry hop sour ale.
Delicious. That's a quality can. Smells good.
It's a quality can. It looks like a really fucking can I've ever drinking out.
It's a ball can.
It's a who?
Ball.
They just sponsored the Pepsi Center is now the Ball Arena from
What
Ball
happened?
Corporation.
What?
She heard her name. She didn't actually hear what you said, so we're good.
She can't rewind it until it's over, too.
Yeah, 'cause it's on Facebook. Gotta find it on YouTube.
My heart is like Nickelback. You can't drink/listen to it in public. However, you can creep on into the dark corners of society and jam.
I will drink Mike's in public.
Yeah, I will definitely drink Mike's in public. I don't think I'll listen to Nickelback in public.
I'd go to a bar that had Mike's on tap.
Oh yeah, totally. I drink it like crazy. You were pouring beer. Okay. Well, you can listen to it later.
I was just commenting on how not tart the sour is. That
What's wrong with beer?
It's not what's wrong with beer. Is that we're disappointed
What's wrong with
how
your beer?
sour the sour beers were. Not.
it's more tartness. Good raspberry sour should
See,
be.
you could hear the
tangy.
ellipses in your voice. It wasn't a comma.
Etc. Etc.
Who comes up with words, man?
I mean.
Well, Jack will probably tell you in a second, but
I mean, they had to come up with words, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have language. It's just a series of grunts. And we
right.
just
I know
figure it
like
out.
a lot of.
It's like fucking like Morse code.
Well, like I know like. I know like a lot of languages stem from like some sort of Latin base.
Yeah.
But still like, where did Latin come from? They
Again,
just started making up shit.
They just basically like they specified this noise means this, and that's just basically what it is.
Which is just crazy to me.
They had a lot more time on their hands.
Like this could
They
be
didn't have TikTok.
losers. Yeah, this could be called a fucking cell phone.
Could be.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Pass me another cell phone.
People come up with words. He makes more of kettle sours than actual tart sours. If you ever meet our brewer, you'll understand a lot.
Sure.
I wish that.
So he's a kettle, not a tart.
Weird.
I wish the TTS like got louder when something was in caps.
Or just had like more stern voice to it. Which is like
If you ever meet our brewer,
a lot.
understand a lot. You'll understand a lot. They're super robotic and stupid.
I love when we like make the TTS do weird shit.
When Avery hops on here with his meows.
Now
Meow, meow, meow.
I think the one with the
Sprinkler one?
sprinkler is probably the best one. I wonder if it will say so. There's
Angry noises.
a letter that like makes like the Discord one go deep shit. What if this one will do it? I'll try it.
What's the letter?
It's like a
Harlan asked.
what? What?
What?
Lynette.
Who'd that be?
Lynette!
Oh, hello.
Fuck.
I'm not paying attention to you guys because words.
Just
He's
words.
focusing
The
really
word,
hard.
that just.
Whatever.
I mean, as far as our commenters go, we've had all girls except for fucking Jack.
So we've had all girls. Because we don't know if that's
Also,
Jeff,
sorry
right?
about the prank call that didn't work out like a prank call worked out last night, but that's who we prank called.
Yeah.
It did not work out well because of goddamn bagel slut.
What is happening, man? Hold that.
I got you. You hold that.
Okay, he's passing it.
I got a nice car.
Nice car?
Cart.
That's a chair.
Cart.
But it could be a cart. No one fucking knows.
Well, I mean, the reality is, it is a cart for people.
I was so confused.
Yeah, this random phone number calling you. I was told to do it. Blame your sister.
We're in the chair.
What do you think about that beer?
Don't know yet.
Oh, you haven't opened it yet?
What do you think about the beer?
It's tart.
Good.
It's not sour. But it's good. I don't think I would buy it again, but it's not like good.
You keep saying it's good and then list more negatives, but it's good. It tastes like shit, but it's good.
It doesn't taste like shit.
I'd never buy it again, but it's good.
Sorry, I'm trying to see positives, okay? Be positive. Positive life.
What flavor is it supposed to be?
Since when?
It just says sour beer.
Assign genders and sexes upon me.
Okay, dude. We need to have Jack back out here so he can be on the podcast. Or I need to go out there and just have a podcast with him and Sierra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just hear his mom talking in the background. She's one of those people like doesn't like to like be quiet either.
Cool.
She likes to talk. Cool, very cool.
I think most of the tartness from this comes from the dry hop.
Yeah. It's not very sour though.
I would agree.
I just like really, really sour beers, and they just don't make them that way. Were you here the last time that we go? We never went to the brewery that I wanted to take you to.
No, but we got some.
We got some of the beers.
The Love on Ale Works stuff. Yeah, we should have got some of that.
No, from Rally King.
We got
get
some. Yeah.
Did you try it?
Yeah.
I love that beer. That beer's good.
Just get a bunch of malic acid and put that in your beer.
I mean, you could. I don't think I have any.
Most people don't, so you have to get some.
Fresh out. Yeah.
You know what we should do? So I want to make that. I want to make some rub, lemon pepper habanero rub. So we can make our own wings with that. We should just do like a sour wing too, and just like color it, like pull some like a food coloring, like all of it, and then just have like the one random one that's as sour as fuck. So it's kind of like a the sushi rolls, like the wasabi roll.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like that, where like you don't know which one you get, like you just pull that one, and it's like fucking. That would be really funny. So it goes from like kind of spicy, lemony.
That'd be hilarious.
I might have to do that. It'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Just like dissolve some warheads into it.
I don't do the warheads thing after it ruined my teeth. I don't know if you've ever heard this story.
I think
So
so.
this was back in like 2009 to 2010 when we lived together. We were having like a little like party at the house or whatever. And Nikki G says that he can do the cinnamon challenge.
Oh God.
The dry cinnamon thing?
Yeah.
Done.
What are...
Oh no.
Oh God.
It'd be funny if it was a real Mariah Carey just randomly on YouTube.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be the ultimate troll. It's like when you see like Bill Murray and he's all, nobody's gonna believe you. But so in this challenge scenario, it was, could I put 25 warheads in my mouth?
Ugh.
If you remember that.
Yeah.
And it like ruined my shit. So yeah, like I got 25 warheads, and then he had to do the cinnamon challenge. Was the thing. If I could fit 25 warheads, he was gonna do the cinnamon challenge. So I put 25 in my mouth, and like they all started like foaming and like doing the thing, and it ruined like my teeth. To be perfectly honest, don't do it. So I've never had one since then, ever. But yeah, Nikki G was all, oh yeah, I could totally do the cinnamon challenge. I'm confused.
Maybe it is her. I don't know.
It could be. She's a crazy lady. What?
They're like watering really bad right now.
Well, it's your first time that you can see properly, and then drinking beer too.
Oh, is that not a
And it
thing
seemed
to do?
everlasting.
Oh my God.
Maybe to you.
Did you touch your eyeball? Did you wash your hands as you ate?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did?
I don't know.
You didn't?
Oh, I didn't.
So you might get some spice balls in there now. You might have rubbed it with some spicy.
Yeah, your lids are a little puffy there.
that could have happened. I used a fork for everything. I guess if anything, it's the Cajun seasoning on.
Yeah, on the fries. But yeah, but Nikki G like took that and immediately his body rejected it. Just. We had a lot of fun in that backyard. I don't know how we never got the cops called on us.
Oh my god.
Like never. We would throw shit in the fire pit, like lighters and
blow up paint cans, lighters,
some nitros, RC
fuel.
Yeah, just like all sorts of shit. Never. We made so much noise in that house and never got in trouble. Parties, we used to have parties there. And again, we're all loud. Like sometimes I'm surprised. Like some.
And Evan, don't you know you can't escape me?
Is that a challenge?
I mean, if you're touching my balls the right way, I may not. Do you want to go wash your eyes out?
Not me. God damn it.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you probably just rubbed your eyes and got a little bit of the Cajun seasoning in there.
Well, they were doing it before I rubbed my eyes. It's worse now, but
You may have done it. You may have done it prior, just a little bit.
Because you will always be my butt chugging babes.
oh damn.
I think you should leave your name as Mariah Carey, Jack.
Dude,
Go wash it out.
fucking hell. Ugh. Hold on. I'll just close it again.
I gotta go make some bowls. Evan, entertain the people. You're not being entertaining.
You need more actual sour beer to be entertaining.
We'll get you that vodka mule if you want, or that whiskey mule.
There's a vodka mule over there.
Is it vodka mule?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's in a can.
It's a canned vodka mule. Dude. Shit.
That'll get you lit up. Here you go.
Again, not Jack.
Do you need like to be led?
No, hold my eyes this second. It'll be fine. Go.
Actually, this is Tangier, so we're good on this one. I don't know why I grabbed this one. I'm gonna grab that one. I'm stupid.
San Diego.
Jesus, mother.
I mean, who's Jack? This is
That's so funny. I mean, it's not the first time that we've been fucked up on this fucking podcast before.
No. We should make hats that say not Jack Lusky.
Yeah, I get the shirts. Shirts, hats, not Jack Whiskey. I mean, he changed his gamer tag, so he's not who he says he is.
Or make stickers that say what would Jack not do.
No. Just an hand towel. Two large men, one small bathroom. I'll be learning a lesson.
Jack, I wish you were here. It was good seeing you in September.
Can you imagine actually doing that after the death knot?
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that noise.
Holy moly, that sucked balls.
Miss IS Mariah Carey.
Wow.
The dumb.
God damn it, Jack. I love you. I love you.
Love you long time, Jack. Sorry, Mariah Carey. should.
He is in the bar. Oh wait, it's a party. Sorry.
What did I
Well, yeah, I don't care about that party.
Oh, okay.
I will probably partake again for like an hour and then bounce.
Take that cake, take the cake, take the pie, the cake.
You good?
Alright. Have a better baby.
Sure wakes you up.
I
Sure
jumped
do.
up against you right here. Now wait.
I see you waiting.
Oh, you didn't miss anything. She's not worth talking to anyway.
In September too.
Yeah, that was super fun. The Winter Park adventure.
Evan throw in some subliminal messages while they talk. LOL.
V, what I have to say to you is not allowable in public.
Is it not?
You're technically in a private setting currently. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay, like what?
I definitely can't tell your sister.
Replying to V Torres. What kind of subliminal messages?
I don't think V has subliminal messages. Well, oh my god. I don't think V knows how to do subliminal messages. You okay, bud?
You're falling apart, man.
Do you do the Heimlich or what?
We need to throw you on the floor or what?
That's where all this.
There's legitimately chicken wing in my lung holes. Oh,
So they got some spicy lung holes.
yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, you're such a clown.
I laughed and I sucked in a little piece of chewed up wing.
I call an ambulance. Will he survive?
Doesn't matter, man.
What's next?
So good, so funny. Just love laughing at my friend's pain.
That's kind of funny.
When we can't do the most basic of our needs, breathe.
Pretty funny.
Or talk.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
LOL, you made him choke while another were laughing. Rick and Mike were having a very how do you say interesting discussion last night, so I was making inappropriate comments to see if they catch on. LOL, I think even heard most of them face with tears of joy. Before as he chopped on chicken wine.
Chuck
Hello?
on a chicken wong.
Chicken wong.
Hello.
Hello.
Should I call the ambulance?
It's because he about died a
He was
second ago.
choking a minute
Who
ago.
died? Oh, you did?
Yeah, he still can't talk.
He got Cajun pepper in his eyeballs first, and then
Then you got chicken wing in his
chicken
lung.
wine in the lung.
Wang. At least it's not a dick.
Everybody fix
These
it.
aren't spicy. Most.
I don't know. Do you know? Oh, okay.
I like he looked straight at me. Not the right way to do that
Oh,
one.
I know.
That's not what
Of course it wasn't. Look face.
I was just thinking of the conversation. And they said they're like, I might be gay. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So for years, his joke was like he and Seth might be gay,
Oh,
and they don't know it yet.
Lover of words. Schadenfreude. Pleasure derived by someone from another person's, in this case Travis's. Your pizza.
You want some chicken wing?
Yeah, when you throw a Halloween party for children, it's a long
Oh
day.
man, it was so fun. It was so fun. We had, the ping pong balls and spaghetti for worms and eyeballs, right? One of my nephew is somewhere on the autism spectrum, and he came at the end of the day. And then I also have another student who I believe is somewhere on the spectrum.
Wings and pizza.
Oh man. But it was fun because they were like, I don't want to touch it. And then I'm like, oh, but trust me. And I just put their hand in.
It's not the right conversation to say that into.
Yes, right.
Oh, I don't want to touch it.
I don't want to touch it. Fuck it. Hands going in.
Trust me.
Elbows deep. Elbows deep. Oh man.
Gross.
No, it was good. It was really good.
I don't want to touch it. Trust me. Come here.
Come here. Come here. Let me help you. Let me show you how it's done.
Who had the best costume?
I had a little girl dressed up. One of my students was dressed up as Jessie, and then another student's little brother was dressed up as Woody. So that was kind of cool.
That's
They
cute.
just showed up, kind of cute.
Dope.
I had a Power Ranger. I had Elsa and Anna.
Well, my favorite Power Ranger story is totally inappropriate.
Of course.
It kind of involves children too.
Oh boy.
Well,
I'll tell that when you're done.
That.
When you're done.
No, it was really good. We had an exploding pumpkin. We had spider webs everywhere. My whole house was just totally decked out. And then, yeah, it was super fun. My Sophia, she has this little dinosaur suspenders, so it's just
That's
her
cute.
legs and like
Yeah.
a little dinosaur. And we bought her that like a couple years ago. And so she's just grown into it. And so now she actually can wear it. And it runs. It's a little Tyrannosaurus or Triceratops actually. And so she runs around and it just bobs around everywhere. It's funny. It's funny. It was a good day. It was cool. We had the popcorn hands, then we had cups of dirt, and then we had caramel apples and ghost poop, which is marshmallows. And yeah. I made a dope. I made a catapult. Like we were racing. We like threw
You made a
pumpkins everywhere.
catapult?
Yep, with little bitty.
We'll just like skip through that one. I made a
Yeah,
catapult.
I made a catapult with pumpkins and all the cool stuff. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. I just felt bad I didn't have any beer for the
Is it
parents.
hot?
I was like,
It
if
was
I had
you.
beer, it would have made it better. But you know,
Should have made like some ghost punch or something.
we did have dry ice, and when we dropped the dry ice in the punch, the kids were like, whoa! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's always like the best one for like, 4 to 6 year olds for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Like, cause they're like, what is going on right now?
And then the pumpkin exploding, like just baking soda and vinegar, and like all the pumpkin stuff.
Dope.
Coming out,
Yeah.
Get
like-
the pumpkin volcano going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had a blast. It was good.
Rad.
Inside and outside or just inside?
We had some outside. We did some stuff outside.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was a decent day. I mean, it would have been a
It was
little
nice.
cold like
Very
when we
nice.
started, but it wasn't too bad.
yeah, it was good. It was a really good day.
We were debating whether we wanted to sit outside at breakfast, and we're like, yeah, sit outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we sat outside for lunch an hour later.
We had breakfast at 10:30 and lunch at 12:30.
That's perfect.
You should have taken him down to Collision. I want more of
Collision's
beer.
nice.
That beer's, yeah,
Go
it's good.
tomorrow.
For a maybe on that one.
For maybe.
See how I feel from drinking like heavily again tonight. So
I said you weren't gonna.
I am good, but like I don't know how tomorrow's gonna be.
No, I said you weren't gonna.
What are we drinking tonight?
We
Mystery
had
beers, some sour.
We had a
some
sour, not
ice.
sour, some ice, some Mount Tucky,
They're all that the pile of
The pile of
Okay.
roulette.
yeah.
beer, and then a whole
The
shot.
sour's okay. It's
How sour?
wait.
It's not
It's
sour.
not too sour. It's tart just from the dry hop. of
Okay.
it, but
You
it's
can
good.
try it if you want first, and then
Yeah, I'll try
Yeah.
it first.
it's not bad. It was
Yeah.
pretty cheap. It was only like $9 for the 6-pack, which is not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
All right, I was gonna tell my inappropriate Power Ranger story.
Yes. Segue from preschool and early education
Yeah, 'cause
into
so
inappropriate Power Ranger
this is like
talk.
probably like this is a while back now,
Okay.
but one of our friends, I won't say his name to make it out there, but he wore a Power Rangers outfit, like a Red Ranger for Tour de Fat,
Oh yeah.
but it was a little bit
Snug.
see-through.
Oh, I remember the
You know,
story.
it was a little see-through. So and he wore nothing underneath, which you kind of have to when it's like skin tight scenario. So
Was it cold?
No, it was hot. So
Probably hot
it was
shit.
sweaty. But this is also the first time that he got high ever, and so he went to Rocket Fizz and like bought a bunch of candy, and then bought some chips or whatever. When we were in Rocket Fizz, one of the little kids was like, "Oh, I love the Power Rangers. I need a picture."
Oh shit.
So he's just standing there like, doing his best like whatever. But like in the picture, if you look closely, you can totally see a penis. Like,
I'm not a pedophile! I swear!
I am the Red Rocket Power Ranger.
it was super funny. He was just like, because we had talked about it like earlier,
That's
about how like see-through it was, and and then we walk into Rocket Fest and there's just children everywhere. I mean, it's Tour de Fat, so there's just people everywhere, and it was like, oh, this is gonna work out real well.
This is perfect.
It's always pretty hot on the Tour de Fat.
yeah, Tour de Fat's usually pretty warm still. First weekend
Of
of
September.
September.
It'll never be as bad as it was in that sumo suit. That was rough.
Yeah, on the BMX bike.
Oh god.
I was in. It was my first year with these guys, or in general ever. But I was with these guys. It was a little BMX bike, but in my inflatable sumo suit. I just had shorts and a tank top under it. Soaked in sweat. Soaked.
Yeah, that suit's not for in sun use. Even though there's a fan in it and everything, it just
Yeah, it just fills with hot air.
She cooks you.
It's always pretty spicy on Tour de Fat.
Actually,
This year wasn't too bad actually for temperature
It might
wise.
be good, like a portable sauna type of deal. Just stand over blacktop and so push the hot air in. Stand there like, oh yeah, I'm losing weight.
One year I went.
Cut 10 pounds in one day.
Cause you know what? This has been called Dick forever and ever. I always embrace like the Dick in the Box scenario for like Halloween costumes. One time I went as a full Dick in a Box. So I got like a water
You
heater
just
box.
put yourself in a box?
Yeah, so I got a water heater box. And there's a reason why homeless people sleep in cardboard, because that shit was fucking it was
warm.
snowing and I was sweating my ass off.
Yep.
I'm like sweating like crazy. And this is just a dick in a box. Like
That is so funny.
it was a great costume other than the fact that like it's gotten away all the time because the box is just fucking huge.
Yeah.
We're at the bar like fucking like we're at like Luscious. Were you here for that one?
Oh
feel like
God,
I was.
luscious.
Yeah, I miss Luscious a lot. We were at Luscious.
I brought up Luscious in a random conversation like a couple months ago with somebody talking about it.
Yeah, Luscious should be
trying
a
to explain like the whole
spiel.
Concept.
yeah. Like I don't understand.
It's a slushy bar.
Sushi bar. They're like alcoholic. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. No, like, because they're going to make a living being a slushy bar.
Yeah.
Like, that's
10
what
to
Sonic
5
does.
Monday
Like-
through Friday.
But yeah, no, like, I miss Luscious a lot. I mean, when Bob worked there,
Oh, man.
my God. I would just get so hammered on a Tuesday. Like, I'd go in there and just like,
That was like 2010ish, wasn't it? When we were there a lot.
I was there a lot more when I worked at TI.
Yeah.
Because that's when I met Bob, so I was there a lot over there because that's where he worked. Yeah, I would go in there and get like a hurricane. So what would you want already? Like that, and then he would tequila top that bitch and just get fucking racked. I mean, Bob likes to get everybody hammered anyways. That's why he works for for fucking Salsa now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we would just get fucking hammered on like a Tuesday. There in Barcade, I miss Barcade so much. Barcade was my favorite place.
Yeah. I didn't go there too much.
Well, that was like when you were gone
Yeah.
when they opened that bitch up. But that was my favorite bar of all, like always.
Was that the one with all the consoles in it?
No, so it was where Pinball Jones, which is no longer there either,
Yeah.
on Elizabeth.
Okay.
It was in that building, and yeah, I guess it's been gone now since 2016. But like they had like a bunch of arcade games and stuff in there, and then on Tuesdays was dollar beer nights, and then since we knew the bartenders, because we were friendly with them, that kind of stuff.
They were 50-cent beer nights.
Well, it'd still be dollar beers because that was plenty, but then like the $4 shots of Jameson were like $3.
Oh.
So like I'd go in there with all my bartender friends because they had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays off, and we would just get. And it was already dangerous going out with them anyhow. Like you're always getting fucked up, but then you get like I'd go there, and like
get a shot and a beer, $5, and it was like at least a double shot, and for $20, I'd walk out there like unable to stand, like just. Guess I'm walking home tonight. Like, I had to walk when I lived over by New Belgium. I had to walk one night from there because I was so hammered. I was like so drunk, and this is right around the time I guess like Lyfts and stuff are like starting to come here, like Lyft and like Uber. But like or you're waiting 2 hours for a goddamn taxi.
Yeah.
Which is funny that you kind of work for that company now. So.
They'll catch any of you in a fucking Uber.
This is true.
I swear to fucking God.
Who are you working for?
Myself, bitch. Kinda.
It's a taxi service scenario.
Z-Trip.
Nice. Are you liking it?
Hmm?
I mean, he just started. We'll see how it is in like 6 months.
Yeah, I'll probably hate it. I hate every job. So, jobs in general suck.
I think that's kind of the thing, but I guess.
Do you sign up for blocks of time, or you just like when you want to work, you just are active and
Whatever you want.
you gonna Z-trip your mom to the airport?
Might as well.
Might as well.
Well, it's like she'll usually just take her car and leave it in the like U.S. airport parking lot or somewhere like offsite. And you gotta pay for it to stay there.
Mhm.
It's like, well, I'll just pay you to take me down there. I'll pick her up, she gets back. As long as I'm not gonna charge her like the normal fare,
Mm.
so it's pretty expensive.
How much is it to go to the airport?
Well, from here to DIA, how many miles is it?
Like 55.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Give me like a minute.
But my calculations.
The deal's pretty cool though. So like basically he like rents the car. So like
From them?
from them, yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's a lease from them, like per day. And then so if he works that day, then he can pay that that lease or whatever for that, and then it's just he can drive whenever he wants.
But you can use the vehicle for personal use if you're using the vehicle that day for work.
Yeah, the only thing you can't use it for is to like drive Uber and Lyft.
Well, that's understandable.
But anything else like you can. I drove it here. Doesn't matter. But yeah, you just can't conduct other taxi type of service in it. Other than that, I can use it for groceries. I can do whatever with it. It doesn't matter.
One of you guys should prank call Mike this time, LOL.
He probably has everybody's number here.
Nope.
Not mine.
Yeah, we should have Sarah prank call.
Doesn't have mine either.
Wingate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I can
We
totally.
were drinking till like fucking 4 in the morning last night with them.
like
Hey, what are
you
you
can
doing?
do like
What are you wearing?
You should do it.
you can do like Grubhub and DoorDash in it.
You can?
Yeah.
Because it's not
It's not a
streaming
taxi service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean,
But there's also there's more money picking up cab fares than DoorDash. Plus they have a bunch of cool programs that make it worth it.
it's pretty like after we talked about it, when you first like discussed it with me, I was like, and then we talked about it a little more, and I was like, oh, that's not bad.
But the program that made most of my money today, it's called. Have you ever heard of like Dial a Ride?
Yeah.
Dial a Taxi.
Yeah.
So it's for people that like. It's for people who have medical conditions that prevent them from like using any other sort of like public transit. Like they can't walk to a bus,
Last night, LOL.
or if they can't walk up the stairs onto a bus, anything like that, they can't use any other mode of public transportation. They can sign up with Dial a Taxi, and when they call me, I get paid $20 regardless of where they have to go.
Yeah.
Which is usually like they need to go down the street, which would cost them like $7, but I get paid $20 anyways.
So do they get charged at $20 or?
No, it's a state funded program.
Okay. Yeah. So they're not paying anything.
No.
No.
If they go over $20, they're responsible for anything over that. Like I had a lady today, we had like 4 stops, she had to run a bunch of errands. It was like $35, so it's $15 out of her pocket. But they cover it with the first $20. But even if they only do like a $5 drive, I still get paid $20. Just sick.
That's a pretty solid
Yeah.
like, scenario there, because
Yeah.
and just keep doing that.
Then like this morning, my first fucking trip this morning was a dude who had no fucking money. $10, couldn't pay it. And usually if I was taking somebody else to the airport, I'd be like, here's the deal. It's a very expensive trip. It's like say it's $130. I was like, I'll take it down to like 110 and you pay me right now. and just kind of collect up front.
Mm-hmm.
But like for something small like that in town, I'm not gonna worry about it and be that dick that's like, I need your $10 now.
Yeah.
Usually, because most people could. But I got there, first credit card declined, second one declined. So he's like trying to call people, going inside to where I was taking him, trying to figure out someone who can give him $10, and nobody had $10. So he came back. I was like, well, give me your cards. I'll try to split it like 5 and 5 and see if it works. And still didn't. He's trying to call her. I'm just sitting there. I was like, do whatever. Just get out. At this point, like I'm just sitting here now, wasting my time. And I could probably have somebody else in my car that's actually got money. It's like whatever. It's on the house. Get out. Just like next time, don't be a dick. Like no, if you have $10, you knew you weren't going that far. It's not a lot. Like,
Right.
Fuck, man.
I'd be a douche.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't
You
get
think
paid.
you think that was intentional, or?
Could have been. Who knows? It's like I told him I was like,
Can you
yeah, I
put
don't.
like a block list?
Yeah, I've got it. I wrote down his name, so if it ever comes up again, I'm not taking it. But he was like, yeah, dude, I don't get paid by Z-Trip for anything besides, like, I get fares. I get 100% of the fares because I have to rent the car, so that's what Z-Trip gets, and I get 100% of everything else. It's like, they don't pay me anything to even, like, come here. It's 100% of my income is from my fares. So when you don't have money, I'm completely wasting my time.
That's a pretty solid deal overall, though. Like again, like no maintenance on the cars.
Yeah, oil changes, they do everything. Wipers, all of it.
So how many do you have to like return the car after a couple days so they can just like check it out, or?
No,
Is
so
it just
you
maintenance
keep
schedule,
it,
or?
and if something happens and you need to like put it in the shop, you just tell them and then you drop it off and they'll give you a loaner while they fix it. And then yeah, there's just the sticker up in the window, and you have a 300 plus or minus window to get it in. And I'll give you a loaner while I change your oil and give you your car back. So it's pretty dope. It's a cool setup. And yeah, the fact that you can work whenever you want to is nice. I got a slow morning. This morning didn't start till like 9.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, the fact that you're doing the other stuff where you're getting the $20, it kind of offsets the fact that if somebody stiffs you for 10, you're still kind of coming out on top.
Yeah, and like I got one that is like gonna be my permanent client now, cause it's a kid like my age.
Can you put the hose in?
The client like my age, but he's in the dial a taxi program,
Yeah.
and every day he needs a ride from Cooter like to mid Fort Collins. So every day Monday through Friday I'll be picking them up and just and that's what, and they like promote that. Like if people want to just use me, just give them my personal phone number. Be like, just call me if you need a ride.
Yeah.
So then you can bypass dispatch and all that shit. Just call me.
That's good.
So. Yeah, the first
Well,
one
in that
was
realm,
Friday.
like since again you make 100% of the fares anyways, it takes less work on their people.
Yep.
To do it anyway, so they might as well just promote that anyhow.
Yeah, less work for them, more rides for me.
Yeah, and you get consistent people. You know what's going to be. You know these people.
Yeah.
Those kind of
And
things.
they might refer you to other people.
It's like I drove the lady around twice today, just by chance, through dispatch. I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? It was like 2 hours ago. It was it was the lady you paid $35 earlier. That same lady.
Perfect.
This one was like another $5 drive, but I just got another $20. So she got me $55 alone today. It's kind of dope.
That's rad. Yes, you know, I always like skeptical in like those kind of scenarios where I'm like, you're gonna pay for this out front, and then like their deal is actually pretty solid. Actually, I think it's pretty good.
Well, yeah, and then when you're
renting
leasing the
anywhere,
car
it's-
from them, you don't actually have to pay it up front. They put it on your driver account, and then as you make your fares, like cash obviously goes straight in my pocket.
Yeah.
Any credit cards,
take a percentage of it.
they just put it all towards your lease payment until it's paid, and then they put it back to your account. And then all those vouchers from all the accounts I dial a taxi, I turn those in so they can process them, and then just pay it all off. So it's kind of nice.
Pretty fucking rad.
It's nice, and the car's not bad.
What is it?
It's a 2017 Sonata. Surprisingly roomy as hell.
Yeah, they're actually not bad.
Like the back seat is gigantic. I've had some big people. I have
voucher work? It just takes off $20 from the
So,
fare, or
The vouchers, that's the only thing that Z-Trip does take a little bit. They take 10% of them, but even so, that's $20. So it's really 18.
Mm.
It's still not bad. If it's a $6 drive, I'm still making,
Yeah.
you know, ton of money on it. I didn't even drive
$12
for.
yeah.
So it takes some off of those just because they're the ones who set up those accounts,
Yeah.
and like those are the ones you don't really take them. A lot of those
That's
people.
only done through dispatch.
Yeah, and the way I see it, like they don't mind if you like take it over, but like a lot of these people are like old and already like just have issues, like doing normal things.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is give them like another phone number and confuse the shit out of them. And then if they're like dependent on me, like cause this one I did, it's the same time every day Monday through Friday, so I can block out for that. But if someone's counting on me and they call me during a ride, like, dude, I got like another 40 minutes before I can get to you.
One of these days and say weird shit and hang up, then call it and
But
Go for it.
so I could. I
I've
just don't
gotten
want
weird
to
calls
confuse.
before.
I just don't want to confuse those type of people. They've already got shit going on.
Should you not at the shop anymore?
Oh fuck no.
No.
They fired me.
Really?
That was between the time when you were here till now. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that.
What
Yeah.
happened?
I'm the guy that
Because you were doing like your job plus managing.
right.
the
So
service
between the guy doing his job plus somebody else's, and the guy who can't even do his job, I got fired.
Because you were the
Ooh, I know
most
how that
recently
goes.
Hired, or
I've been
Yeah.
there.
No, because I caused trouble. Like if something's wrong, I'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Because I'll at least call on a private number rolling on the floor laughing.
And they'd get mad at me because he's like,
Star
"I've asked you not to
69.
do that." 'Cause they'll fuck up a part or they'll fuck up my labor, and I'll go in there and I'll fix it myself. I was like, if it was once, fine, but it was so often that I don't trust you to do it. I know how to do it. I'm gonna go do it myself. They didn't like that.
Of course not.
Whatever.
The manager was one of those. I'm a very shitty manager, but he sucks a lot of dick.
Ooh, yeah.
He's one of those guys.
Ooh, I
He
know
like
those.
sucks up a lot. Like we're like, fuck, shut up. Like, just do your job, and you won't even need to be a suck up. And it was one of those problems where he was just a giant suck up in that scenario.
Yeah. And one of the other techs threw me under the bus. On top of that.
Yeah, well,
For
he
what?
probably just also is a suck up person too. So.
Yes. And because we'd all sit there and just bitch, like privately about what the
Then
fuck
they
is
told
going
on you?
Yeah, one of them did, and I know who it was. It was because the day I got fired, and it was super weird how they did it. The middle of the week, it was a fucking Wednesday, and they let me go at like 11 a.m. They made sure I got in, finished my work from yesterday,
Yeah.
and immediately called me into the office and let me go. And as soon as I came out, like everyone was like, "What the fuck?" But there was one tech who wouldn't even like look at me.
Yeah.
So I went out, I was like going around saying bye to everybody, whatever, so they were good guys to work with. I walked up to him, I was like, "So what, like no fuck you or nothing?" He like turns around, he's like, "Oh yeah, good luck, man." So, okay. Whatever, dude.
It's just like the worst people.
You hadn't been there very long, right?
That was like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if I have a problem with the way something's happening, I say it out loud many times, and they don't like that.
Well, anybody that runs a proper business should like criticism on their shit.
Which is funny because that's what he promoted. He's like, "I don't want you guys talking in your private triangles and like causing that kind of drama bullshit. Just come say it to that person, figure it out." It's like, well, I did, and nothing changed. Multiple times. So now it's just frustrating and yeah.
Remember that sour the other day? Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually more of a tart.
A tart.
A tart, if you will.
A hopped sour.
Dry hopped tart.
Try hot tart.
Take.
Do it later. Fix this later. That was a gnarly yawn over there.
I know, that was a good one. That was a good one. Made it count.
Fucking gnarly. I mean, that basically should have been me today. I came back and took a nap for sure. I was like, yeah, because I was awake quite a bit. Because we were up till like 5.
What?
Yeah.
Well, we came back from the comedy show.
Yeah, how
and
was it?
It was good.
Good.
Really?
It's weird only having like
Yeah.
100 people in there.
There weren't very many people.
I
that were
bet.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole upstairs, they only sat people in the front balcony row of the upstairs because there was nobody.
I just don't think there was people to be
Yeah.
able to fill it.
When I saw the picture, like down below, like all the tables are super fucking far apart.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been to Comedy Works South.
I've never been to Comedy Works.
Oh, well, that needs to change. Could have been yesterday, but you know.
So, I know. Oh my god, I had so much shit to do.
Yeah, I wasn't invited either, so.
I'm sorry. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. Don't be butthurt.
No, we had fun.
I'm glad you guys had fun. But everything is spread out. Everything
Yeah,
is
so
weird.
like typically like the front like 6 rows are like really tight
Yeah.
to like the stage. Like the front like you sit on the stage is like how it usually works. But like they were like you could have like ballroom dancing in the middle of it. Like that was how much room there was.
Yeah,
Wow.
there was a lot of room.
But yeah, there's probably like I would probably say about 100 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How
'Cause
crazy.
They're usually the table's usually right there.
Right there. Yeah. Wow. What a
Yeah.
trip.
It was a really good time. Like, you know, Big J was funny. The person he brought was super funny. He was like a writer for like Bill Burr's like
What was his name again?
Family.
No,
Can't remember
oh
his
my
name.
gosh, I love that show.
Yeah, that guy was good.
Great.
He was super funny. You could tell like they hadn't really been on stage a whole lot. And it's Thursday night too, so like it's kind of like the beginning of
It was
like
the first night of.
the weekend and all.
They
Yeah.
did a Thursday, 2 Friday, and 2 Saturday shows.
Yeah.
yeah. So like it was one of those things where like you know like they're getting back into it. You know, a lot of comedians like haven't been able to get on stage at all.
Right.
And I don't know if Big J has, you know, previous to this or any of that. So it might have been like their first like show, like again,
Right.
like. So it was just the host, the opener, and then Big J. That was it. And it was super funny. There's tons of crowd work. I mean, Jay just crowd work anyways, but like that was like the whole show was like crowd work, and there was like
Fun.
a bunch of weird people.
Weird
like,
people.
Oh gosh, I bet.
like there was like a goth like mid-20s like crew
Yeah,
like
mid late 20s.
yeah like
What?
and they were like
the guy had a kilt on.
yeah
What?
Yeah.
Like late 20s, you're still doing that?
yeah.
Okay.
So it was kind of funny like to roll that where it was like
But okay, wouldn't you? Okay, so I think wouldn't it be fun to go to a show when you see a comic who is a crowd worker? Like that's like bread
that's
and
my
butter.
favorite.
Okay, well, and purposely like draw out a hat like what you're dressing up as, just to play the part,
That's fair.
just to do the
That was
thing.
pretty funny.
You like just dress like I mean it was Halloween weekend,
Like-
so like
Yeah.
dressing
Right.
kind of funny would have been like a normal, I guess, but like
Right.
I'm sure
Like tonight,
I'm sure,
tomorrow.
yeah.
But,
tomorrow I'm
like-
sure it's like all costume.
We could like pick out like a time period, or
I
we
think
could
it,
be racist and pick a group of people and dress like them and then act like them the whole
Just show
time
up to the show as the KKK. Yeah.
and sit down in the front
Oh
and
my
just wait.
Keep
God.
my
Go
phone
in
on
like,
the time.
Comes
Go in like-
on.
go in like a straight jacket and just sit in the front and like, stare at the whole time.
Just fucking sitting there like Ron.
I
Hardly
think-
blink.
it might even be funnier to go to a comic that's not crowd work.
Just to try and see what they're
just
gonna do.
to see like
Troll them hard.
yeah. Like one that's like a typical like more like you know conservative comedian that's like you know they just do their jokes and they don't do anything else like nothing
Right.
Yeah.
like banter back and forth
Yeah.
and like go see them. That'd be super funny because like most comics that I like they have no problem interacting with the crowd like
Right.
you know like Brad Williams or Tom Segura, Burt
Yeah.
Kreischer, like all of them like they have no problem interacting with the people and like talking about them and, like you know bad mouthing. That was the Jay scenario too, like not an issue. So like I think like I've seen like Heather McDonald. She's not a crowd worker typically. Like
Okay.
those kind of like comedians where it's like they're not really like trying to like push boundaries with the whole deal. I like boundary pushers. That's because that's the way
You
I
are a
No.
boundary pusher.
I think I've only ever gone to one comedy show with you. Maybe two. We saw, was it Maloney down at the Buell, I think. Once.
Oh yeah, Maloney, John Mulaney.
Yeah.
I started singing the baloney song in my head. My baloney has a percent. That's what I started singing.
John Mulaney, yeah. That's it.
Did you go with us to Joe Rogan?
Oh, I bet that
No,
was
I
a good
didn't.
show.
Where was that?
it was at Belkel also.
Was it?
I think. John Mulaney was at the Buell Theater.
Yeah, because we went to that dope diner afterwards.
The diner number, Sam's diner number, was it 5 or whatever?
Yeah,
The
something
one's
like
downtown.
That.
I don't know if you've ever been there. It's pretty dank.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I went to Syrup for the first time a couple weeks ago.
I don't know that one.
It's like there's a few of them in Denver, but pretty good.
Hmm.
Pretty good. Focus
Oh.
like on pancakes and French toast and
I mean, I like brunch, so
yeah,
it's kind of my jam.
yeah. Those mimosas.
I've ruined a few bottomless mimosa days.
Fuck.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I've ruined a few. Where they no longer do it anymore.
Because of you.
There were a couple times where me, Seth, and Dick.
Was that a blind pig?
I don't like blind pig.
That was at
Never have.
Tony's. They do it on
We used to go to Tony's.
Sundays. It was like 10 to 2. Like $12 for bottomless mimosas.
When the hell did they do that?
For quite a while, actually, when Lacey worked there.
Yep.
Yeah, the nice thing was though, since we were in with Lacey, it was 10 to 2 for everybody else, and 10 to we're out of champagne for you guys.
Yes.
So 10 to 2:15.
There
It was like
really
10 to
good,
5,
too.
and we all had like 8 bottles each.
Yeah, we would get. I just go there even when nobody would go with me because
Yeah.
I'm friends with Lacey anyway, so I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Just
there.
sit there, $12, unlimited mimosas.
And I would just get fucking obliterated. Like that story of Seth like getting kicked out of Tony's because of me was because of a mimosa day.
Oh, what?
Yeah. One day we went there
It makes sense now.
we went for a bike ride. Yeah, for Amanda's birthday in like March, and we all kind of like dressed up and did weird shit on this bike ride. And then we go there, and Paul and Hope met up with us. I think Teddy and Hannah were there too.
Was that my noodle leg bike?
Yeah, that was your noodle leg. The first day you had like that was the first time
Was it this year?
No, it was 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
It was
I went on
3.
like the first like long bike ride I ever went on my little single speed road bike. They got off and on the fucking.
Yeah, he was like
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
like a baby deer.
Trying to hold yourself over the bike, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because he had never like experienced that noodle leg. Because when you're on a bike, you just keep going and it's not a big deal. But
Right. As
You
soon
know.
as you
And I
start
would
to
like
walk,
I'd ride
it's
to
like
work, I'd ride to like his house, whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like we went from Fort Collins up to fucking Bellevue.
yeah, we rode about
Oh.
60
Yeah, nope.
miles.
nope. I would not.
Why?
I would not do. Well, I could, but I would have to ease into it because
Oh,
I would
yeah.
be a noodle. Like I would flat out be a noodle.
But you won't know it until you're done.
Yeah.
So just
I
get
don't
off
even
next to
wanna try.
something stable and you're fine.
Gosh, it's terrible.
Or else you might Charlie yourself and eat the pavement.
That tour to fat where he just fucking smashed his head on the fucking pavement.
You were
Wait,
done.
what?
So
Yeah.
it was what was it? It was that no, was it the year I was a sim on? Or the second year?
Something just beat
That was the second year because you did
Yeah,
single
something
speed.
that watch, yeah.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, we go through the Tour de Fat, do whatever, then we go to Tony's like we always did, and Charlie was just getting hammered as usual.
Yeah.
And
A little excessive because the sun, he's
yeah, also how your day drinking, it's 95 degrees and he's hammered.
It's a little G. Holy shit.
So we always
I haven't seen or heard from a little G in many years. It's probably been like 8 years since I've talked to that kid. What are you doing?
So we'd always like get to Tony's and we'd all like chain our bikes up together around the pole or something. So it was like 11 bikes just strapped together. And we're all trying to like pick up the bikes, get everyone their bike back. And he's sitting there just holding onto his bike, just loses balance and just fucking eats the pavement
Oh my
hard. And
god.
I think he did it again.
Because we were trying to get him off the bike to get in the Uber, and he didn't want to get in the Uber. Because we
Oh,
made.
yeah, I had to shove him into the fucking
He
Uber.
didn't. He was like, "No, I can ride," and we're like, "No,
No,
you
you-
can't."
No, you can't. He's sitting there like this guy pulls up like this really nice Escalade.
Very nice Escalade.
Like, waiting
And
for this,
Charlie's
like-
in this fucking like pink, like
Just a total fucking drunken degenerate.
yeah.
Like,
He's wearing a bathrobe.
Oh,
sitting there, I can
so
fucking,
cute.
I can drive or I can ride, and, and eventually like me pushing him and like picking him up into the fucking Uber and shutting the door.
Dope, dude.
Doing
And
what?
then I felt bad for the guy because I put in the wrong address. It was what 1508 Westlake, but there's an Eastlake.
Yep.
On campus.
Yep.
So he drove there, and Charlie's like, this isn't where I go, so he called me and I gave him the right one. But yeah, he pretty much just shoved him out into the yard and left.
Yeah,
He was
called.
being a...
Special, I bet.
That's Charlie.
Yeah.
So I think then we got back and they got into it. Because he was just being a
Charlie.
fucking dick.
You
Yeah.
guys look good. Nice to see y'all are still alive and kicking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, bud. It's good to hear that, type whatever. I haven't seen him in forever.
Same.
I mean, probably since like you lived here as the last time I saw Lil G. I haven't seen him in forever.
Who's LG?
It's Nick G's
His younger brother.
younger brother.
What?
Yeah.
His friend has a little brother?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had a little brother. And I spent like every day with him, like sleepovers and all. Like,
And you didn't know your little brother?
I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, little G, I love your older brother a lot.
He's just as wild.
Oh my gosh, then we should probably be friends.
No, I guess the last time I saw Lil G was in fucking South Dakota.
What?
It was it the time that you and I went? And he was working at fucking, yeah, it was the time that you and I went. Because we had saw him at fucking, he worked at, what's the one that has a TV show? The bar for South Dakota. It has a TV show sometimes.
When it burned?
Yeah, it burnt down.
It wasn't. Was it Wild American Roadhouse or no? American Roadhouse was the no.
No, that was one that was downtown. I can't remember, but it's owned by like some band guy. I can't remember the whole deals. But yeah, he was like working up there. We were up there like, so it's been that long since I've seen him because I didn't see him the next year.
It's over 8 years.
Yeah.
Hey, today is our 10-year friend Facebook anniversary.
When Wingate created my
I
Facebook.
know. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, oh, this is special.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of those up like this week. Just 'cause
Yeah.
it's right on the time. Full throttle.
That's
Full throttle.
Yeah, he was working at full throttle, so that would have been the last time that I saw Little G. I may have seen him one time, but that's the last time that I remember. It was the last time like that, and that was random as shit because we were just in there getting fucking hammered.
The last time I saw Nick was...
Last time I saw G was at Teddy's wedding. Last year.
I think that's the last time I saw G.
The last time I saw G...
Later.
Have a
Bye!
good one.
I think was that New Year's. 2012 to 2013 where it was me, Charlie, and Becca, and we were the only single people in the bar. And Charlie made out with Becca on New Year's, and that was his New Year's kiss. And so that's the kiss that I always give him shit for. That's the night that G drove his car into a fucking snowdrift.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I remember that because I was working that night.
You were working.
I was working. And everybody's just fucking obliterated.
Oh, yeah.
I was serving also, so it was.
Yes, the ice luge and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we just and then Nicky G like leaves, and we're like, where the fuck? Because like at the time his girlfriend was still at the bar,
Yeah.
and he had her car,
Yep.
and then we're like, where the fuck is Nicky G? Like,
And then he showed up.
No, I had to go get him.
Oh, you went and got him.
He
right.
had walked because he was walking to his dad's house for some fucking reason,
Oh, right.
and because his dad lives like, kind of by there, and finally he called me back, and he's all, I'm at Wendy's. I'm like, it's
Where's the car?
3 a.m. And he goes, I don't know where the car is. And I go, what are you fucking doing?
Is that when he was with Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go fucking, I go pick him up, bring him back, then I go take him and Frankie to her house. And then we had to like drive around looking for the car. He drove into a snowbank at the end of fucking Laurel.
Literally like down the fucking street. It was down the fucking street.
And it was stuck. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, that was a wild party. Every New Year's party we've had at TI, especially when we worked there, was crazy. The 2-3 years that I worked there.
Yeah.
Even the year that I didn't work there, when Charlie was first here, was a wild night. We brought the belt out, and that was a problem. Everybody had a sore ass.
Oh man. Didn't we all take a pants off shot for Loco that New Year's too?
I don't know if we ever did it on the New Year's, because there were so many people
We've always
in
done it
there.
in June.
Yeah, it was the first birthday.
Yeah.
I don't like thinking about New Year's parties.
Except for you tell the story more often than anybody else does.
Because it always comes up.
Well, you just brought it up, so open it up.
I'm pretty sure you've heard it already.
Which one?
The one where I fell asleep in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah.
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 So my only interesting New Year's story. All the others are just whatever.
Oh, gosh.
But
Let's see.
two random things popped in my head. One, because we just totally went off on a tangent. A normal cat fare to DI is $130.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm not gonna charge my mom that. But two, I was
Right.
watching you go to the bathroom. Never mind. Did you watch Stranger Things? Oh, okay. I know you didn't.
I was just like, oh, never mind. I did not watch it, no.
But there's
No, I just started watching Yellowstone.
okay. Well, the cop in Stranger Things from the side, if he had like kind of short like hair brushed back like he does right now, he looks like
The cop Stranger
He
Things.
looks like a cop from
Did you ever watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was when you went to the bathroom, I saw your side profile, and if you had like the short hair, you looked like the cop, whatever his fucking name is. I just spaced it. Cause he had like the flannel on and like he's got the beard and the hair slicked back. It's just not godlike.
Lumberjack Jesus, baby.
Jesus is hitting on my wife and I don't appreciate it.
Didn't do that.
You did.
You were hitting on his wife?
I didn't do that.
Red. Did you see him turn red?
He
You
did.
just said something. Just like, you get your own wife.
It's like,
What did you say? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
oh no, cause she wanted to see like his, cause usually he says hair up,
Right.
but she wanted to see him with his hair down. So I flipped the phone around. He's like,
She smiled and I was like,
get your own fucking wife, man.
It was pretty funny. Nicole did not know what the fuck was going on.
no, she's
She
like,
was,
what the?
she was laughing on the phone.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I guess she didn't know what was going on when we were talking about the cheese.
She's like, what?
It's only for me.
I'm not
Yeah.
sharing.
Make sure she gets some of that too, because I don't need any of it.
Yeah, I brought plenty.
A pile of cheese. It's like a quarter of my fridge. He brought, yeah.
I'm gonna do a big old board tomorrow. I had to get some roasted nuts somewhere.
Some charcuterie.
I mean, there still should be the farmer's market.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the morning.
There's not the farmer's market. Bulls around it.
Did
They just sell that stuff?
Oh yeah, they sell fucking everything.
No, I just thought it was a place you just eat it at. Again, I don't go there. because
Yeah.
this doesn't work out for me.
They sell all that kind of stuff too that you can use to make your own board. But they have something that you might like there. They have what's it like sage roasted quail, and you get like the whole thing, dude. That shit is great. Never even had quail before, but it's good.
Well, it's pretty solid actually.
It's not big, obviously. It's a tiny little bird, but you get the whole thing. It's so fucking good.
So much better than chicken.
Well, I mean, there's just less of it, so you can't just have mass market quail. They're also a little bit harder to cultivate, so. Because they're little assholes.
That's one thing that I do want to do is bird hunt. I'm pretty good with. I'm pretty
it's
good
so
with
much
it.
fun.
Is it?
Yeah, I went out and.
I mean, it looks like a freaking blast, literally.
It's like it depends what kind of bird hunt you want to do. It's like obviously you can do everyone loves geese and ducks because you just sit in a blind and do whatever.
Right.
I like pheasant hunting's pretty fun
Yeah, tell me about it.
because I went out to Sterling when my brother was out there and we went for a pheasant hunt. Unfortunately, it was a little too warm. Like you want to go when it's cold because they'll be sitting.
Yeah.
Like when it's warm, they're all flying and they usually don't
Do
really
you
touch
prefer
the
to
ground.
do you prefer to have a dog with you?
Yeah, to retrieve if you want to, and that's
Okay.
another funny part of the story. But I went with it was me, my brother, and one of his friends from the fire department. We went, and it was warm enough where like at 6 in the morning I had a t-shirt on, which
Oh.
it's got to be like cold.
Right.
You're bundled up.
Right.
The birds are cold and slow, and they're usually just
Right.
nesting on the ground.
Right.
And then you just find a field, you separate evenly, and you just comb it. And as you
Okay.
walk through, you'll spook them and they'll take off,
Yeah.
and you shoot them. And then there's the fun little part where you can only shoot the males
Uh huh.
and not the females.
Right.
and the females are just like solid brown, and the males have a like tint of green. So you gotta like figure that out really quick, and then pull the trigger or not.
Okay.
But that's fun, just more active than just sitting in a blind.
Right.
But my brother's friend brought his German Shepherd that he was training as a bird dog,
Okay.
like freshly training as a bird dog. And we only got one pheasant from that hunt, and it was shoved into the back of the vest. And it was in the back of the truck. We're going back, and I'm sitting in the back seat of the pickup, and like in my peripherals, I just see like feathers. Fuck! I look back, I was like, "Your dog's tearing at that bird." So he pulls over and fucking like he ate like half the bird right out of the vest. But we also got we didn't keep it, but we shot a jackrabbit.
Oh, cool.
A massive fucking like.
Why didn't you keep it?
They're everywhere out there. They're just vermin out there.
Oh, of
They're
course.
dime a dozen, but and plus, I mean, you hit it with a shotgun at close range. There's not much to keep.
Oh, right. Weird.
So, but the thing was huge. Like it took off, and my brother's friend shot it. It's like, what the fuck? I'd never like seen a jackrabbit before. I know they're supposed to be like bigger and just whatever,
Oh, yeah.
but I'd never actually seen one before. I just saw like this thing move and then go down. I was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, that was a jackrabbit. I was like, huh? That looked like a fucking baby deer. He's like, yeah, they're pretty fucking big out here.
Yeah, like 25 pounds, right?
It was,
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
gigantic.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool. But yeah, pheasant hunting's fun. Doing the whole waterfowl thing's cool too. Just
Yeah.
sit in the blind with a bunch of your friends and drink
Fun.
enough to where you miss your shots.
Perfect.
But it's fun.
Sounds like my kind of a day.
I saw a cool.
Walk around the woods, drinking, shooting shit.
It was a cool blind the other day. I saw it was like in the middle of a field, and they just had all their decoys set out, and they dug out a trench that then they covered with board with tiny little square holes in the top. But like this, like they dug the trench, like put up like wood walls and floor. They had a grill down there and a fridge.
Hell yeah.
Like it was a small condo.
If I had land, that's what
Like-
I would do.
Like there was a heater. They're just chilling in there, just waiting.
Chilling, yeah. You get some GoPros and set them outside.
It was like the equivalent of like camping in an RV. Like they had like cots down there and a fucking full size grill and a fridge, and they're all just having a good time.
That's pretty rad.
It was dope.
Are they single? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I asked.
See what you do with the GoPros is just set up your Raspberry Pi, just have a thing where it just alerts you that there's flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. All
just
about
like
that.
fuck off and do nothing all day, and then it's like bing, like oh yeah, let me shoot him. Bird.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a ton of fun.
So fun.
Especially because also bird licenses are just much cheaper.
Cheap.
Yeah.
You go and get your like a year-long fishing license with your waterfowl license.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's better than just sitting in a blind.
You know, the nice thing with birds too, like obviously you can go and get a deer, elk, or whatever the season is. But like with waterfowls, it's a good part of the year, and you can have up to like 12 birds in your possession
Right.
at a time. It's like if you got 6 in your freezer at home, you can bring 6 more. It's kind of cool. You get
That is cool.
some decent meat from it.
Yeah. That's true. I have some friends that have done some pretty incredible videos and videography of their hunts.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Seen the video where Luke Bryan freaks out when he's bow hunting. I can't remember what they're hunting, but he shoots it and freaks out like a little girl. It's the funniest thing. He's like, is it down? Is it down? He's like freaking out, like shaking, panicking. Because I think
Adrenaline's a big deal.
well, I think he hit it in a way where it was like, did it go down, or is it like, do we have to go track this thing now?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's always
Did I get it or did I wing it?
shit.
Yeah. That'd suck.
Gosh, that would
Having to track something like that down, especially if you don't wing it that bad.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Where
fucking
it's
go
like
in
if
the
it's
brush and hide itself.
yeah, if you like wing it and it like you just slice its abdomen open, it's probably not gonna make it very far, and you can follow the trail pretty easily. But if you just like clip its leg and it takes off, you get just like a dot of blood every 20 feet. Like fuck.
Yep.
Oh, it's boring. I can't do it.
You're boring? You can't hunt?
No, hunting is boring to me. I just can't.
Really?
Yeah.
What part? All of it?
You
Why?
play a video game that's hunting people.
Yeah, but it's fast paced and in my face all the time.
Oh, but
Bird
have you
hunting.
ever been
You can
like?
do fast pace.
Have
Yeah,
you ever
bird
been
hunting
like
is way more
literally like this close to a moose? Because I have.
I
Not
have
Evan.
on a snowmobile.
Oh yeah.
Not Evan, an actual.
Not Evan. An actual moose, like a real one.
Not like a metaphorical.
Not a medical. Yeah, not a metaphorical. Like a real one.
Like you have your men that are classified as bears. He's a moose.
Been called that more than once.
Oh my gosh. No. That was fun.
We were talking about that with like Wingate V last night. He's a fucking.
Yeah, he's like, Evan's a bear.
Not anymore.
He's a moose.
Fucking moose. I've been pretty close to a moose once when we went camping up in, I think we were at Red Feather. And that was back when I worked at that restoration shop. So it was him, his wife, and his daughter on this nice like Bombardier quad. I've got me and my ex on this 79 Kawasaki dirt bike
Hell
that I
yeah.
welded like pegs onto the rear frame so she could have like somewhere to put her legs.
Yeah.
And
You're so
Instead of
sweet.
doing the.
yeah, had the exhaust wrap the fuck out so she didn't burn herself. But we're just going down the trail and I see it like running through the trees. So I kind of slow down, just like watch where it's going, and it cuts right in between me and him. Just watch his big old fucking moose balls, just like 10 feet in front of me.
Your arm is an act. Is a pretty good visual.
It's like
I know.
Just balls. Cause I slowed down. Cause he was chasing my boss on the 4-wheeler. So I just slowed down, just let it happen. So he gunned it, and then it just took off into the woods again. And then it almost hit him coming down, cause the way the trail was, it went down, and then like did a U-turn, and then went back down. So the moose stopped following him, cut through the trees. As he turns the corner, now the moose is just hauling ass, and right in front of him, just takes off across the road.
They're assholes. They'll chase people on anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Like
Yeah,
again, in
they're-
snow, like it's crazy how fast they fucking move on snow. It's
Oh
wild.
god.
They're quick.
Yeah.
Like we've had them chase us, like do all sorts of weird shit. Like I remember like one time, like I think it was only like this. I think it was the last time I rode my sled. Maybe it was the time before. But we come around this corner and there's a moose just running on the road. As they run on the road, it's a little less deep.
Right.
So he's running on the road. My dad's like up in his asshole. I'm like, what are you doing, you dipshit? Like to my dad. Like, I'm like, what? Like loud enough. My dad turns around. I was like, why? Why are you doing this? They're like, back off. It's okay. Like, stop, because they're assholes. They'll fucking trash everything. They
Oh,
do
yeah.
not give
They
a
don't care.
fuck.
Have you ever ridden a moose?
Have you?
Yes. I have.
Not me, but the real.
Yeah, a real moose. So I've ridden 2 moose. One real moose
And an Evan
and
moose.
this moose. It was in a video game, but it was still kind of fun.
Don't even count. Don't even
I was
count.
like, there's no fucking way.
I was like, no,
you
I
rode a
know.
fucking
It was
moose.
an arc. I tamed it and I rode it around.
That's fucking dumb.
I think they're definitely like the most dangerous game animal in North America.
Oh,
In North America, yeah. I put them in like, it's like them and hippos are like the same like scenario. You don't fuck with either one of them. You either murder them or you leave them the fuck alone. But yeah, no thank you. They're, again, they've chased us like, and they run like, again, 35, 40 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And like, it's
No
fucking
problem.
wild.
In snow.
In snow.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
And they're way more assholes in the winter than they are in the summer. In the summer, like, they'll like, fuck off and like do whatever. But in the winter, since like we're the only moving things on the planet, to them, they they don't see anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the deer are all hibernating. I mean, they just don't. So they fucking will chase you the fuck down. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. And you got probably moose and cats are the two most dangerous.
Like house cat?
Yeah.
Big cats.
Definitely a house cat.
Lions.
Yeah, lions.
I mean, big cats in North America are actually pretty easy to get the fuck off. Because, they don't see people
Unlike
a lot.
that Utah video, that dumbass. Did you see that?
Oh, where he
Oh
was
my
getting
God, that
stalked by that
whole
cougar
time.
or whatever?
That was a mountain lion.
Was it a
You
mountain lion?
Oh my
I
god.
did.
What
I
a
got
fucking
stalked.
idiot. What a fucking idiot.
On posting the mountain, I got stalked a little bit.
Really?
Kind of where that guy last year got mauled.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
the same area.
Really?
I was doing a night hike. And so then I fucked off for like a little while. You know, I was coming down when I first saw it, and it's like I just had to get back to the car. I wasn't like hustling or anything. I wasn't like trying to like run away from it when they actually attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Turns into a hunt.
So yeah, I'm just cruising along or whatever, and I turn the music up in my fucking Bluetooth speaker and just like crank it out a little bit, and I turn around. I was pretty close to the parking lot at this point, and I saw it again, and I was all, "You motherfucker, right now!" Like, so it's one of those like it's kind of like really like you almost with big cats, you almost want to like attack, like go towards them.
Oh yeah. If you run, I mean that's almost any wild predator.
Yeah.
If you run, it's now a hunt.
Yeah. So now if you're like you turn around, so I sort of like stepping that way, and then he fucked off, and it was like I was like. Cool, I could have been on the news today.
Any sort of cats, like any coyote, wolf, bear, anything like if you run.
Coyotes aren't too.
Coyotes are kind of skittish. So they're scrawny little fucks.
Unless you get a bunch of them, but then they'll pack hunt you, which is totally different. But
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, it's very seldom you see one off by itself. That was like that far away. That was a fun thing in Sterling too. I never got to do it because it just never worked out. But they would say that was super country town in the middle of nowhere. Everyone's neighbors super far away. So you just sit there and like shooting coyotes is a normal thing out there. Just because you don't want to fuck with a lot of your livestock or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You sit there on the porch, you just shine the flashlight out in the field.
Yep.
All of a sudden you just see like 60 fucking eyes. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're packed up,
It's
they're
go-time.
much less of a fuck. They will.
yeah.
Like you need like drive trucks into them.
It just makes me want to go home and watch hunting shows.
Have you seen any of the wolves in Colorado? No.
Wolves?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of those.
They've been reintroducing that in the last like few years.
Yeah.
I've
And
heard.
they're coming back pretty strong.
Yeah, because they're a fucking wild animal.
Well, they have a lot of prey because they've been overrun by
Yeah.
so much. Because they haven't had any predators.
Yeah, my mom was talking to me about that the other day. The thing going on, like they want to reintroduce more wolves. They're like, why are we doing that? It's like for conservation purposes. It's like it's been done before. It's not the first time.
Yeah, just balance out the system too. You got.
Yeah, like well, what happens when they overrun them? They relocate them like they did last time.
Well, what happens is
Well, they
run
kind of
food.
balance out. They their numbers will rise, and then they'll kind of balance out and go back down. But they're very territorial too. So.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, why not? I was like, if there's a wildlife problem, there's like a bunch of, if like there's too much shit, that's probably why they're bringing them in. So there's nothing wrong with it. She's like, well, but what about Duke? Can I let him outside? I was like, you live in the middle of fucking Bertha. That's not where they're putting the wolves.
The chance of that happening is very low. The chance of your animal getting hit by a car.
Like if you lived, like if she lived in like a mountain cottage in the middle of nowhere, I was like, you might need to just be careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, you live in a city. Wolves aren't
You're in
going to
a
come to the
condo,
city.
honey.
You're in a penthouse on the 12th floor. They're not going to get to you. There's more motherfuckers.
You let your dog out on the roof of a house. Yeah, people get worried about like that kind of stuff, like crack me up too, because there's people that aren't gonna be out in the wilderness anyways. So it's like,
Yeah.
why are you getting butthurt about it?
Right. Well, and then the news people like interview those guys. They're like, so you in your apartment just outside of town, how do you feel about wolves?
Yeah, they're not trying to be where there's no food, and there's no food in the middle of the city. And that's the thing is like the rodent and the fucking hare populations, all that has been crazy in the mountains the last 15, 20 years with no predators.
Yeah.
And they have basically an unlimited food supply when it comes to that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Just want them to release them on like fucking prairie dog towns.
Yeah.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Such assholes.
Well, I mean, you get like rabbits, especially. There's a 7-year cycle, so you'll have a huge population, and then because of the huge population, all the predator population will rise, and then they'll knock the population down, and then the population is really low. So you always have up and down for rabbits and stuff like that.
There's a YouTube channel that I watched called Veritasium. And they have he has pretty good video on like that, like habitat, like up and down scenario. That's actually one of those, a really cool YouTube channel if you like sciencey shit.
Yeah.
It's a super cool channel. The only reason is like one video a month. But when you have like, 50 million fucking subs, you can do that, like Mark Rober and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy when you look like Mr. Beast, who has like, 50 million subs pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts out a video like fucking 3 times a week. Yeah. You're like, that's a lot of views. Good thing he gives away all of his money, but
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of content, a lot of time going into it.
it's a lot of time, and that's, like a lot, those bigger YouTube channels, they fucking hire fucking 40 people to put videos out every day.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work though.
But it's also that's all they're doing too, is just creating content.
It's a big thing, just keep pushing, keep putting it out there, put your face on the billboard basically.
Yeah.
It's the same with any marketing, just more is more.
Yeah, because of all the content you do see, there's like 4 times as much that you don't.
Yeah. Oh, way more than that, probably hundreds. Especially what YouTube is now, it's fucking crazy.
Unreal.
I have 100 hours of video and you cut it down to 45 minutes.
Well, that's something like a lot of people like don't understand too, is like when you are editing and like creating all this video, there's a lot of extra. Again, like I was talking to somebody about like the new Grand Tour episode that hasn't been out, and they've been, it's been filming all this shit forever. They have 10 cameras, at any given time, running at a 500 megabyte per second bit rate. So per second, at like 4K high bit rate, the file sizes get fucking huge.
Yeah.
And then when you're having to work, when we had to, ever had to work remotely, they couldn't do it like in buildings. So when they need to transfer files from like, this guy, he adds and cuts it and does the thing, decides what it's going to be. Then he needs to send back that raw stuff to be processed, then linked up with the fucking audio, which is another size. You're looking at, petabytes of files, files that like a person like us would never ever touch something that large.
No.
And if it gets fucked up, in one transfer, now you're on the internet. You only have so much upload speed, and it takes 25 hours to move stuff, and then it fucks up halfway through. Your internet fucking has a blip in it or something like that, like just in the middle of it. Cool, now I got to start this 25-hour migration again, and it happens all the time. I mean, we've experienced it today where we had full bars and our phones weren't fucking working. Like, huh?
Yeah, at lunchtime we're trying to use our phones, and none of us. It was just like load, stop.
Yeah, full bars, full everything. And there's not like a ton of people in software columns right there. Like, just it wasn't like a festival like where it definitely doesn't work. It just didn't work. So that's how technology works. And now you're moving these massive files and these massive things, and you're watching hundreds and hundreds of hours of the same footage too, just at a different angle or a different thing.
Over and over again.
Lining everything up, and it turns into fucking, basically an engineering job when you're trying to like line all the audio up and all the stuff to make, the pieces that you want, everything. It's fucking wild. And this is why I should have stayed in video editing instead of fucking going to business school. Should have followed my dreams.
Shit.
Not too late, Dick.
And that's what we're doing.
Whatever.
We're doing it right now. But at that time too, I didn't think that I was as entertaining as I am, and so now I'm like, I want to be on this side of it more than on that side of it.
Right.
Whereas back in the day, like I was always, while I was on the TV, because that's how Mike Wingate knew me, is because I was on the fucking TV screen fucking 4 days a week at Level and High.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So he knew
because you did the announcements or whatever.
Yeah. So we did all that. So like, in the intro, I was in the intro, but I was never like doing the actual announcements. I was always doing all the editing and all that shit behind it.
So, and that's where like I thought that I wanted to be, and that was from like working in cars my entire life and all this shit. Like I didn't want to be that front
Behind the
end of it.
scenes. Yeah.
And now I'm like, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Should have put myself on the camera more often and got more used to it then and pushed that instead of
Yep.
that was also before like you could do it yourself too. I mean, this is I would have graduated high school in 2004. YouTube didn't start until the next year.
Yeah.
It just feels old.
Right.
Because I was using the internet before Google was invented.
Yeah.
Right. Same.
So yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, it feels old. But yeah, it was like, like then we did everything with tapes.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of tape editing, small files on the computer, then back and forth to the tape and do whatever. But yeah, I should have stayed in video instead of going to business school to run my family's business, which obviously isn't happening right now. But you live and you learn and just move on.
Yeah.
You were always meant to do your own thing. And
Yeah,
that's still the plan.
And that's what I'm pushing for. It's it's slow, but that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it'll just be like, okay, flip the switch. Fuck! And then you're doing it.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like then we'll have to turn off the TTS of the live feed.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be ape shit.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Like when you watch like big time streamers when they stream, like their chest, and it's like we'll turn the TTS off and we'll put it like on like a Discord where like if people like you want to be a part of it or whatever, when we're streaming, it'll be a separate thing for people to be a part of.
Right. Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
It will be fun, and again, it's definitely looking at like a 5-year scenario before we get to that point. So, and then once this like it hits that, it'll have that moment where it's gonna go from us, some people we know, like it's cool, like like we see like again like Little G, like who I haven't talked to in years, like pop in, that's fucking awesome.
Yes.
And then at some point it'll be like pink, and then it'll be like we don't know any of these fucking people. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
It's like a lot of people will say they'll put content on YouTube or something. They just don't go back and look at the comments because a lot of it is just garbage.
Well,
and you have so many people interacting with it, you just can't.
Right. Well, and then everybody thinks that they deserve a podium. And so
I've already experienced that.
Yeah. So then everybody has.
We
to
already
have
have
an
people that
opinion
don't
about
watch again that are our friends because I won't listen to what they're saying.
it. Right. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few of them, so it's not just the one that you're thinking of, but like there's a couple other people that don't watch because I
don't
didn't
know
want
what
to
you're
like take
talking
their
about.
fucking
Right.
their advice on what they aren't doing.
Not my
So,
share, not my problem.
No, and that's kind of the thing. Like it's like when I'm like, I don't want that, and they keep going, you get yelled at. I'm loud. I'm irritatable. Like, imagine my name's Dick, kind of for a reason.
What?
The nicest dick you'll ever see.
No. Ever seen a moose dick?
It's kind of hairy though.
You wanna?
It's not.
I got it.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like there'll become a point where somebody's gonna be watching this fucking 5 years from now, and they'll be like, "Man, there's nobody watching this shit. Like, what the fuck's going on?" And now it's gonna be like, and then it's gonna be crazy. You have all these people that like staying out hard for their streamers and their comedians, and they buy all sorts of shit just because they love that person, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I bought some like merch and things like that from people that I like just to support them and that kind of shit. But the reality is like there's some people that buy everything from their person or their people, like every last fucking little thing. And it's I have plans for like when that happens and the merch and like all that shit. Like it's all the plans are all there. I just have to implement them, and
Right.
it takes a little bit extra.
It takes
It's a
time,
phase. Yeah.
It takes time too. Is also when I stare at a computer screen all day working, I don't want to just do it for myself at that point too. So it takes a little bit.
Yep. Need some breaks.
But it's gonna be. The whole goal is that we're gonna be traveling doing this shit, and that'll be when it's fun.
Yeah.
Like going to different comedy clubs or places and doing it live. That'll be super fun.
Hell yeah.
Because then you get like that whole crowd interaction, and we can make fun of people in the crowd and that kind of shit, and like do that, and that'll be so fun. And that's
So then as part of your Do you want it to be where you're just 100% authentic yourself? Or are you wanting to have a bit of your personality that you play on when you're doing it live?
I think that we are, like, especially me, like, I already have enough personality that I don't need to add on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't have to have a character. I don't have to do that.
I wasn't thinking adding, but I was thinking, like, focusing on a part of your personality. So, like, when people pull up their responses or respond to you, like, are you going to be, like, educational Nick? Or are you going to be Dick?
Well, I think it can be both. Is kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Because like that's how I operate anyways. Like
right.
when it comes to like whatever, I'm usually teaching somebody something. At the same time, I'm giving them shit, like doing the things like, you haven't done this. Where are you? Fucking 1999. Like this kind of shit. Like that's never an issue. Like where I can like make it both, and I think that's what kind of makes it more than just. We're not comedians necessarily by the that realm because we're not trying to make jokes and do the thing, but we are entertaining enough that like. The last come the fuck out,
okay.
Like, the last come out, all this shit already exists.
Yeah.
So like it fits more into comedian styling, but like it's definitely more like
a roast.
Yeah, I mean, but that's comedian style. Like,
where the carrots at?
But there's also times like when we're talking about like other things, like even like right now, where we're talking about like a real like what the plan is, what this is, and like how to like mitigate something in our lives. It works that way too. So it's kind of like it has like that like. What's like when they like you go see a person to talk about like mental health or whatever, like it's like it's not a shrink, but like it's a person that you go to like a fucking like event
coach.
And there's multiple people in the audience.
Like coach.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Oh,
a public speaker.
Public speaker, like kind of scenario, like where it's like to bring people up and to like make it understand that like we're all kind of shitbags. We just have to be better tomorrow. That's kind of the idea. Like, just keep running it that way. And you can be funny to go along with all of that. I think that's kind of like where I fit in as a person anyways. Because I am like that person. Like, support these people, do the things, understand where they're coming from. And if I disagree, then I disagree. And then we discuss it. Those kind of like ideas. I think that's, as it becomes, again, as we travel and like live, like shit, a lot more stories are going to be available. All these things where like, we've been talking about like a lot of old shit. Like, like today we'll talk about this or whatever. We're like, I'm dumb as fuck today. And that's where like this sits right here. But like in the future it will be, there's going to be a lot more stories that we can tell while also being like, this is your experience, this is how I did it wrong, I did it right, those kind of ways.
Cool.
So I think that's kind of what I like we have enough energy and personality in the friend group to like push it out there without trying to like add on to it or make it a specific piece.
Right.
As far as like this podcast goes,
that makes
sense. If we want to like do another one, we can do that. Or if somebody wants to do something that they want help with, got no problem helping out with that.
That's
or
awesome.
Or like reviews or whatever, like you're thinking about.
Yeah, well, another thing's like the hot sauce review portion is coming into play. Like we have that to build and like that kind of shit. So like that's there, and like
beer
we have
sponsors.
we have the gaming section, like that kind of stuff. Because that's who we are. Also, is like to especially meet and trav. Like that's what we do. Because life is boring if you just sit at home and watch TV, like in my opinion. Like, like, so like,
living.
Yeah, we put a little bit, while we don't need to be in the same room and do that kind of stuff, that's where the gaming comes in. Because for me, gaming's always been a social thing, because I've always gamed with my brothers. So like that was always what we did, and we'd go to the arcade, and that was, it's like I've never been the person to play games by myself. I just don't like it. So that's why like the way when we play games and we're typically streaming is we're all together doing it anyways.
Yeah, it's funny when I stream, like Raft if I'm playing by myself. It's super weird. So I just have to like talk out loud to myself the entire time.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird.
It is really weird. And again, that'll ease as we get followers and things like that. Like, it'll ease on that. Like my friend...
You do it too, it'll just be...
Yeah, you get used to like just playing by
And I
yourself.
started getting used to it, and then... So Avery's usually the one, like, or any of you. So I usually don't talk that much when I'm playing, so I get all fucking concentrated and heavy mouth breathing kind of shit. And then
he's bad sometimes.
Like, I finally changed the settings on my Discord, so it's not as bad now.
I know.
Yeah, just sit there. So, but it's usually Avery who'd be like, "Are you there?" Like, yeah, I'm here. I'm just quiet, man. And then the other day, they were playing Warzone Warzone. They hopped into my Discord while I was playing Raft. And I was sitting there talking out loud. It's like, no one's going to want to sit there and just watch me do something quietly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of weird.
You'd actually be surprised about. There's probably quite a few people that like would just sit there and watch you play a game.
Oh, maybe. But so anyway, I'm sitting there and just talking through and like reacting out loud to shit that's happening. And Avery's like, "Why are you talking like out loud? What are you doing? Like, you're the one who's usually giving me shit for being quiet as fuck. Like, what are you talking about?"
It is a different thing. It's like last week I streamed. I guess it was early this week. I streamed by myself. You guys know we came on, and I was trying to like do solos, and it was not working out. Like I was. It just like it was like I hop into a game and die and die and die and die and die and die, and I was like, this is stupid. But I did it for like 2 hours, like trying to like run the AK challenge we were doing, which still haven't done one. I haven't even got. I'll kill with AK because I've died
we need to refine some of the rules. Avery and I were talking about that.
Why?
We just all need to be on the same page.
You use the one weapon. Your secondary weapon can be whatever, as long as it's not a sniper rifle.
Right. So.
And another assault rifle, or
Which kills do you count? Only
all
with
of them.
the AK?
Yeah, all of them. Just all of them, because it's hard enough to get close. And in singles, if you're getting close enough to get shotgun kills, you're playing solos wrong.
Well, no, like, because part of my strategy is I was dropping with the AFKers and getting 5 kills at the fucking beginning of the game. I was like, wait, I thought it just counted. So I stayed on with the people who went AFK and I got like 5 kills in the first 30 seconds.
So you got 5 points.
But no, I think 13 points is my best game.
It's pretty good. Take it. That's the whole point of the thing. I don't care.
Rather than Avery's like, no, that's not how it works.
No.
It's like, well...
It's because he's being a little bitch about it and only wants to do a win. I don't care.
You guys are so angry.
Because that one I came in like I had...
You're being a little bitch about it.
Like that one I came in like...
I just don't care. Like, fuck
Don't at me!
Yeah, I came in like 6th place and had 8 kills. So I had 13. But yeah, and I was like, okay, I'll just stay with the AFKers, maybe get a free couple kills, and then start playing.
Fuck it. You got it. You got 13.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
That was like the whole... It's supposed to be an easy, like...
Also, he's
Easy
like, he's
set
like,
of
it should
challenge,
only
just
be
do
8K
it.
kills that count.
How do you know that? Are you marking your board? I'm not looking away from my computer screen unless it's a chat. When I'm playing the game.
That's what I thought. I was like, it just...
Ornery is the proper term for this.
Yeah. Then I was also like, okay, well, what if before I find the loadout, I pick up like fucking some badass legendary gun?
I don't care.
So what if the AK never comes into play?
I don't care. It puts us in the game to play solos together.
My friend came
So
to my
just
party
your
today
best-
wearing a shirt that says "Because I said so." And I feel like you need that right now.
So then at that point,
I don't need that at all.
Because
that point,
I said so.
I'm just making it easy, and they're making it way more difficult than it needs to be.
no. So at that point, you just take out the AK part. Solos match, same score ranking. Use whatever the fuck you want.
No, because I want the primary weapon is what you kill with most, typically, right?
Right.
So, and that's why I said if you do this challenge with only floor loot and no perks, I don't care. I already put that out there.
I mean, that was my 13-point game.
So you can have 15
That's
point
why I
game.
died, because I was in a small circle and then the fucking enemy UAV above me.
Fuck. So that's my point. It's like I'm just trying to make it easy. You know, making it more difficult than it needs to fucking be. That's it.
You gotta put rules in the competition.
We're not making like a lot of money. We're all putting $5 into this bitch.
I know, but it's
And
not
at this
any
point,
guidelines.
I don't even have one, so I'm just literally gonna give you $5. Like, because Evan's gonna be here, so I'm not gonna be playing the game.
I win.
So I'll just give you my $5 now.
In that game, I actually did play with the AK too.
Yeah.
See, because that's what I was doing. I'd loot around, and even I would just take the best gun I could until I found an AK. It didn't matter if it was just the green one, if it was the Revolution, just until I found an AK. Then you roll with that until you can get your loadout.
Yeah.
That's how I was playing.
That's fine. I just don't care. Y'all made it so difficult. Now I don't even want to fucking do it. Here's my $5.
A win's a win, man.
That's kind of like where it's at. Like I didn't even get a chance to. Like the only time I got to play was on Tuesday, and then I couldn't get past the first 4 minutes of the goddamn game.
Solos is such a different game.
It sucks. Well, plus they made it dark. I was hoping to do like during the light.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just trying to make a little competition so we have some fun and like an objective to do.
Yeah.
So it's not like a fucking like crazy scenario. It's like I was thinking about like talking to you actually about like let's do like a miles like a short miles challenge, like get back fit a little bit since we're both a little fat. We talked about this last week, remember? But like we were talking about last week. We gained a little weight from the quarantine, that kind of shit. It's like so we get back into running a little bit. It's like let's just do like set like short goals for every week of like hey like first couple weeks 5
Make
miles.
it achievable.
Yeah, so like 5 miles first couple weeks, third week's 10 miles.
Start over? What?
So basically the idea was like I was going to talk to you about this. Here's this.
Here.
Since I have a microphone.
Here's this.
Yeah.
No.
They're both the same.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh.
This one's better though.
Happens.
But like, so the
Do
idea
you-
was, since
you-
we're both,
Older siblings?
Both.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's better though. That sounds like a little sibling. You little
But
fucking
this was
shit.
mine.
This one's my mom.
it's a middle child scenario for sure on that one.
But it was different. Like my younger brother is 2 years younger than me, and my older sister is like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was not really
Yeah,
that
that's
kind
how
of.
I am. My older sister was 10 years older than me. My younger sister was 18 months
Did you
younger.
hear that?
Yeah.
The fuck was
I
that?
don't know.
It was loud as fuck.
It's a dying cat, I hope.
It sounded like a fucking like dumpster getting pushed over. To me,
Could have been.
there's a lot of noise.
There's a couple dumpsters right down the street in that parking lot.
That's fair. There might be people out there. You would hear screaming typically after that though. If somebody's doing it, they're proud of themselves.
Unless the dumpster on the line.
Yeah.
You would hear, there would still be some noise. But like what I was thinking was like if we start like a thing where like again like we set like a 6 month like plan where we like set up a couple miles on like what we do again first week's like 5 miles, second week's like 5 miles, and it goes like to 10, and it's 10 for a little while.
We're talking about biking, right?
Running is more what I was thinking. You don't want to do running?
5? You gonna start with 5 miles?
Well, for the week.
Oh, okay. So we're starting at 5 miles a day? Holy shit!
No, like for the whole
What are you
week.
smoking, or are you
Yeah.
sharing if we're gonna make this a goal?
I mean, 5 miles is not that much of a run in that scenario once you get to that point. But yeah, so like basically the idea was like, hey, let's set it up to where like we can run this, and then basically it's not like I'm not trying to like push it to where like who can do the most miles, but like it'll keep us like we're doing it together, kind of, but on our own time and our own terms.
Right.
Is like the idea.
Yeah.
So like I guess so
He just like blew that at
Right.
you.
set up like a spreadsheet where it's again like once you hit that 5 miles, if you want to do more, do more. But like during that week, once you hit that like mile like amount, then and I'm not saying like we should be doing like like marathon training where like you're doing 80 miles a week at the end of it. I was just thinking like if we hit like one, we're doing 20 miles the whole week by the end of it. Is kind of the idea. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if you want to do biking, we can do biking too, but it's way easier for me to do that.
Me too. I can bike, but I mean, it's gonna be easier for you because my bike's got 1 fucking speed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have a carbon fiber road bike, and you have a steel single speed.
Yep.
God damn.
It's the wings.
Is it?
It's the wings and the Smirnoff.
But I was thinking about that because we talked about that last week. We talked about like
Yeah.
that we both gained like about 20 pounds that we didn't want over the winter or over the summer.
Over the quarantine.
Yeah, which is usually the ass backwards of the scenario.
Yeah, because I went to do my DOT physical, and she's like, "How much do you think you weigh?" So I got about 245. I was like, and then she showed me. I was like, then again, that was the beginning of quarantine. So I don't know. I probably maybe 10 pounds more. She's like 265. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
fuck.
So that's what I was thinking is we could do something like that where again like if it snows where we don't want to run, so I don't want to like have like a daily like amount but like a
Ooh,
weekly.
run in place.
Yeah, fuck that.
For treadmill running, eat dicks.
Alright.
So So yeah, I was just saying like, something like that, especially like for you and me, because we don't mind doing that, but it's also like nice when we have like a goal when we're like, oh, we're racing, we're doing these things, so like let's train a little bit to make sure that we're okay for that race. So, but it's a little harder when we're like, I like to drink and smoke and do nothing, because you and I are both the same way in that realm. But we also like to do the
I
fun.
hate this. Fucking hate it.
Of course.
But it gives that like because the races were like one of the reasons why like I started studying for races. Like it pushed me to like if I'm gonna do a half marathon,
You have to train.
yeah, you need to train a little bit.
Something,
So
yeah.
like those are like nice things to have. Like
I mean,
that
even
goal.
for the 5Ks, if you don't want to die, you've got to be a little fit.
Yeah, unless you're wanting to make it last an hour.
Because which
But
one?
we also don't like being passed is kind of the thing, and I'm not like very fast at like running. It's not like I can run, but like not like that quickly when it comes to like a long distance run.
You've also got your ankle and other shit.
Yeah.
You actually like broke both your femurs, so there's that.
I had to tell the story today at the bank.
Oh yeah.
So like my normal banker, she's been there for many years, and I walk in there to like grab some cash, and so we're talking or whatever, and we're just like chatting along, and like another girl was helping me out, but there was nobody else in there. I don't know why this other girl was helping me out because Danny's been there forever and ever, and we're talking about whatever. She's been there since like 2011 and all this shit, and it was like I said something about like. She was asking about the Spartan race. I was like, yeah, I can't do any of that this year, obviously. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like feeling that kind of fat. And he's like, well, you're a lot skinnier than you were like used to be. And I was like, yeah, I was a fat boy. And the girl's like, what the fuck? And then I was like, yeah, it's been like, we were talking about like, the broken legs and all that shit. And the girl's like, you broke both your femurs? And I was like, oh yeah, you don't know this. Like kind of scenario. It was just kind of a random. And I was like, because I was telling Danny, I was like, yeah, it'll be 8 years in January since I broke my legs.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy amount of time.
It was funny when we did the
Thank
5Ks.
God it's been that long. Oh my God.
It was funny
And you
when
know
we did the
what I
5. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know what I mean. I'm glad it's that long ago.
It was kind of funny when we did the 5Ks. We wouldn't really race. Like Amanda would take off and she'd do her thing. She'd try to win her division.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
That was a mistake.
We did
We were like hungover as fuck.
We did the polar plunge 5K out of Horsetooth, and the theme was white trash.
Oh, you nailed it.
So like we were in short shorts. Amanda had this like man chest onesie thing on.
Oh yeah, that was epic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's got a swimsuit that's a man chest.
Very, very man. Yeah.
We took our since the theme was white trash. We took our group picture, crammed inside a porta potty. Like it was a good time, but throughout the course of the race, Dick and I were drinking beer.
Yeah, it's only 3 miles, but it's when you're trying to run.
Drink beer, it's getting all like foamy inside. Oh my god. We had like 2 or 3 beers each, I think. And
Yeah.
yeah, we've got like they give you like those fucking, I don't even know what you call them. The things.
That's very helpful.
The thing go
Oh,
around your neck
the
if you're wearing
straws,
his
the
mask
beer.
right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the gator.
it's like basically.
Yeah.
It's like I was running around, I had one drink in my hand, then I had the beers tucked in the gator, so as I'm running, they're just kind of fucking sitting there bouncing around.
Slapping you in the face.
You have bruises on your collarbones.
But yeah, like even we did, the inflatable 5K. You were having problems with your ankle that day, so you kind of fell back. But Seth and I, we weren't racing, we were sticking together until like the last 200 meters. Both exhausted, but I started to pick up a little bit, and I saw him do it, and then it turned into a full fucking sprint to the finish line. Oh, that was a fun 5K though.
I was bummed at that. So we were gonna do the one in May. It's basically they make like it's a bunch of jumpy castles basically.
Fun.
Super fun
A
race.
5K, and there was like 15 or so obstacles along the way, or just random inflatable stuff to go through. It was super fun.
But we were gonna do it like in May. This is a couple years ago. We were gonna do it in May, so like the temperature was gonna be like all right. It's supposed to be at Loveland or at the Budweiser Event Center.
Yeah.
And so like it was gonna be like this fun like race where like May is still pretty cool, so it's not that bad to like run at like 11 a.m. Well then it snowed a lot.
Super bad snowstorm.
In fucking late May. And so they canceled the event, and then so we had to do the one in Denver, which was in August at 11 a.m.
Oh.
It was fucking hot. I think
It was down at the Dick Stadium.
Yeah.
You were either
So
running on pavement or dirt.
Oh.
and it was. I mean, I think when we got there, it was like 85,
Oh no, thank
and
you.
it was like
Oh god.
it was so hot. And I actually don't mind running and like when it's like super hot, like a lunchtime run, like in the summer. I like just sweating it out. It's fucking dope. But when you have to like, you're trying to like go kind of quickly and it's also 100, and you're like, and then all the inflatable shit's all fucking like scorching hot and shit
You
too.
don't want to touch
That's
it.
why I laid that older lady out. One of the obstacles was like just a inflatable platform. There were like a bunch of like giant balls and shit you had to like, just run through. There was like this giant one right in the front in the middle. So I just took a running start and just jumped and like flew into that ball, not knowing there was an older woman on the other side of that ball. Just that was funny. That was just a fun race in general.
It was a very fun race, and like I would do it again.
That's when the glow foam one was super cool because it was at night, and it was all like you'd run through checkpoints where it's just this foam machine that's just raining this wall of foam. You run through this giant foam pile.
Yeah.
But at the end there was this giant like concert, and they had foam cannons. And there's like this just fun music playing, and like this DJ or whatever up there. But something I still remember. So Tanner's girlfriend, wife now, but Kate. We were standing there watching the concert, and she happened to turn around right when the guy with the foam cannon moved, blasted her in the face. She had contacts on, so then when she opened her eyes, it got under the contact.
Oh,
So her eyes are just like glowing green where the contacts were.
Oh my gosh.
That was a very fun race.
That was super
Spencer
fun.
fucking Gaw ran that race in jeans. He didn't run, he walked, but
I had white tights and a tutu. And then we had like all this like glow juice we were just spraying all over each other, and I think it was Hannah, was spraying me, and she did it in a way where it looked like I peed my pants.
Oh, right!
It glowed like a greenish yellow, and it was like crotch and down the leg. It
Radioactive
was like,
piss.
it's like I peed. Great. It was also kind of a scenario almost like the Red Rocket Power Ranger, where like at the wrong angle, there's a penis. So I wasn't wearing.
what do you call it, the Red Rocket Power Ranger?
I like that, but
Yeah, but we need to do something like that where like we like schedule it out or something where we can like, because again, you said it, I said it, like we're like in that realm. We're like, I
okay.
don't want to be a big fat fuck again, so I need to like start like playing around something, or sign up for races now for next year. Like sign up for Colfax and just do a full marathon.
I want to do more Spartans.
I can't do it.
I like the fun 5Ks.
I'm a Spartan. I play with preschoolers all day.
It's like
It's fair.
running a straight
Yeah.
5K to me is just so boring.
Well, it's like the
Even
winter
at
ones.
least the polar plunge one, there's something to do at the end. There's
Yeah.
a purpose, but if it's just a 5K start to finish, and that's it.
Well,
That's
my
how I feel
problem.
about hunting, is that I go walk around. And the goal is usually doesn't happen. But
Or we did like the Tough Mudder's fun. There's the
Yeah, I just
there's
can't. My ankle does not like those fucking dirt trails.
I say there's the terrain race is always a easy fun one. That's always on an Erie at the recess.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty fun.
It's smaller,
Yeah,
but it's still got the fun obstacles. But it is you're running through a cornfield. It's all dirt.
Yeah, that one fucked my ankle up too.
Yeah, because most of it's like
You're on a cornfield, it's tilled.
oh.
yeah,
it's
just
holes.
soft fucking
Where
dirt.
nothing is
everywhere.
flat. Yeah.
There's a
I
couple
remember running
stretches
from
where
the
it's
cops through a
packed.
cornfield a few
Yeah.
times.
I mean,
I remember crying running from the cops in a cornfield. I'm like, where the fuck am I? I lost my shoe. There's cops. What is going on? Someone take me to Taco Bell.
I think the thing is, if you haven't run a cops one time in your life, you ain't living.
Well,
Oh man.
I've run the cops too many times. In a car.
One of my favorite, like, getting away with murder kind of things was breaking into the wrong house. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's a pretty silly
whoopsies.
story. For sure.
One of my brother's friends did that.
Sure.
Got in some big trouble. I told you that story. I don't know if you guys have heard it. So, it's one of my brother's friends. They lived up here, and they were out having a party, and one of them got like really fucked up, and he passed out in his own bed, his own room in the house, but he woke up in like a night terror state
Oh no.
and didn't know where he was. So he took a driver to the back sliding door window like shattered it out and left the house, and then ended up just.
They just opened the door and then beat the shit out of his window to get the fuck out.
And it ended up just disappearing in the night. So his friends wake up in the morning to shattered glass like all over the place. There's a golf club by the door.
Oh, God.
What the fuck happened? They're like, wait, where's he at? Where the fuck is he? So they all do the Find My Friends thing on their phones. So they look it up, and his phone was at City Park.
We're no strangers to love.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Jack.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Pineapple.
You really need to like get better with his naming scheme. Bro.
But so they find his phone. It's over at City Park. So they go over there and they just find his phone at the park. He's gone. So they're just trying to think of like, well, maybe like call the drunk tank and see if like they picked him up, whatever. And so they call, like, yeah, no, we got him. He's here. Okay, cool. And then they hung up the phone. Like, wait, maybe we should like ask if like he's okay, like what's going on. And I guess the cops picked him up because he was trying to break into somebody else's house with a broom. He thought it was his parents' house, but it wasn't.
Did his parents live like a different state?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he got in some trouble for that. Then he just kind of disappeared
Oh
after
man.
that one.
That's a brutal one.
That's rough.
There's a Wingate story that I want to tell, but I would like to have Wingate here for this one. That's kind of involving the police and getting away with it. Running the street with no shirt on in the middle of February.
Oh, you
Tell
told
it.
me that one. I know this one. I know this one.
Run around and desert you.
God,
Oh gosh, what song is that?
It's Rickroll.
Yeah.
Never gonna give you up.
I'm gonna head out, you guys.
Yeah, you
Long
got
day.
the tired
I've been
eyes.
yawning, and I usually don't, so I'm like, okay, I better go home.
You got the tired eyes.
I do.
Give me a hug.
Okay. Love you. See you.
Love you too. See you soon.
Bye. Squeeze your family for me.
I will.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't break your nose.
Not yet.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Congratulations. We received one.
I like how like delayed that was.
Yeah.
Like
Says it was at the same time.
yeah, it says, but it definitely did not
No.
occur at the same time. Well, I need to take a shit, so I think we're gonna cut it. Might as well anyway.
Cut it.
2.5, 2:45. Is that how you suck dick? Just, it's not hard yet.
Come here.
She was wearing basically the witch's boots
It
scenario.
was kind of funny how she said I didn't break your nose while her feet are just dangling there.
Well, that's actually a story from like when he was here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That she jumped up at like to hug him and like smashed him in the face.
Yeah. Smashed my nose pretty hard. There was no blood, but I felt it for a couple days.
Well, this is what it is, you know, especially when like the people are excited to see Sarah is for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm actually like surprised at how tired she was when she got here. I was like, I'm surprised you came.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
to
she
be
came
honest.
pretty late.
Yeah. But
That's honest.
it's what?
I should probably.
Yeah, since you have to like drive somebody to the Denver in the morning
Yeah.
before you get too rowdy, kind of like last week.
It wasn't too rowdy. It just margaritas set pretty good. So that vodka meal that's in the can, all those they have like 5 different flavors. They're like 7.5%, but they make a margarita one, 12.5.
Ooh.
I drink all 4 of those. And that was pretty good.
Yeah, they're a little gnarly. They're good though for a margarita can. They're pretty solid.
They're strong.
I was kind of surprised by how like decent they were. Because usually that kind of shit's okay. I don't know if you drank that.
No, I didn't yet.
It was all right, but then I started taking the. I drink some of it and then mix some of the Mike's black cherry in it, and then black cherry margarita, and then it went down real smooth.
stories.
I'm gonna pee before you poo.
All right.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.